Yo,
what's good, my boy?
What's poppin'?
That's on the neighborhood, cuz.
Say word.
What up?
Yo, what's poppin' with y'all ashy asses? Nico in the building making aunties bat them lashes. Okay, I'm just fooling, let me cool it. See y'all listening? Join us as we get these big ups to black excellence.
Okay.
News you can use to uplift your kinfolk and them. Feed them something different than that circus act on CNN. Just enough humor so it never be your boy. So welcome Mr. Martin, this is ethnic-ish and more.
That's all the there goes the neighborhood. That's on the neighborhood. There goes the neighborhood.
Worst times always bringing out the best in us. Don't check for he unless us talking about the chicks and such. I need them days to be my living tonight. This my life, hey. This was meant for me. Was meant to be my life was road mapped out intentionally. Blue trap up next, I'm on they next, better pay attention to me. If you ain't heard, then come and get you some life. It's on sight, hey. I don't know what to tell them. I got the whole hood bumping me, I'm on my cocoa melon. Lovers gon' love, haters gon' hate, and better know I let them. What's on your plate ain't feeding my appetite. That shit too light, hey. Bitch, I came up from mud. If you maneuver through them new trenches, you know what's up. If you a native, baby, trust them L's up for the love. Cause they say that shit don't live here, but I've been going up. Going up off the love. I don't give a fuck about what these niggas talking. All that shit come to a heart when money calling. I was scared to step in my body, but now I'm walking in my path. Don't look back on they nerves, on they ass. I say, I don't give a fuck about what these niggas talking. All that shit come to a heart when money calling. I was scared to step in my body, but now I'm walking in my path. Don't look back on they nerves, on they ass. I say, I don't give a fuck about what these niggas talking. All that shit come to a heart when money calling. I was scared to step in my body, but now I'm walking in my path. Don't look back on they nerves, on they ass. I say, I don't give a fuck about what these niggas talking. All that shit come to a heart when money calling. I was scared to step in my body, but now I'm walking in my path. Don't look back on they nerves, on they ass. I say.
I wanna be loved by you, just you, nobody else but you. You're the only one, you're the only one. This is no lie. It's not a ploy to make you stay tonight. It's not the smoke, it's not the wine. It's how you stand in my eyes. They tell me you just made up your mind. You kiss me one more time and say goodbye. Turn around so I don't see you cry. I always hate it when you cry. Baby, can we get back onto some solid ground? I need to be in your space with your gravity to hold me down. So the problem is, I wanna be loved by you. Just you, nobody else but you. You're the only one, you're the only one. I wanna be loved by you. Just you, nobody else but you. You're the only one, you're the only one. It's not a joke. Look at these letters to you that I actually wrote. Pen to paper, cause if I talk I'll choke. And I would only be begging, don't go. I'm hoping I can see just one more smile. Every time you give me an inch I'll take a mile. I'm sorry baby, I'm sorry I was so wild. I was always acting like a child. Baby, can we get back onto some solid ground? I need to be in your space so your gravity can hold me down. So the problem is, I wanna be loved by you. Just you, nobody else but you. You're the only one, you're the only one. I wanna be loved by you. Just you, nobody else but you. You're the only one, you're the only one. There's only one. There's only one you, girl. Is there nothing more I can do? Cause the problem is, I wanna be loved by you. Just you, nobody else but you. And you're the only one, you're the only one, baby, babe. I wanna be loved by you. Just you. Cause there's only one, you're the only one.
Turn it on up. We back on another episode of Ethnic is Your More, Season 2, Episode 12, Such an Experience.
Such an experience.
I mean, this is an experience we've actually experienced once before.
Yeah.
Once before. I mean, it's a couple of different faces this time around.
A couple of new ones.
A couple new ones, but we got some familiar ones as well, man. We got to clap it up for the X'perience Barber and Beauty Team in the building.
Yeah.
I'm going to let them introduce themselves in a second.
It's a lot of y'all.
It's a lot of y'all. I feel like I would have had to make y'all write y'all names down like we was in school.
Yeah.
And be like, everybody got to say present when I yell their names out. But as always, I'm your boy Nico the Great.
Man, it's the Past Master.
And I'd like to welcome y'all ashy asses back to another episode of this show.
Man.
They been here for 12 weeks this time around. And like we say, we do a little bit of something called postal podcasting, meaning that in the rain, sleet, or snow,
We in this hole.
we going to give you the podcasting news, blues, whatever we got that week.
Man.
And we going to kick it, man. We going to kick it. And before we get further into this, I'm going to let our wonderful guests tonight each introduce themselves. We're going to start with Big Dog in the corner, man. Let everybody know who you are. Talking to the mic for us.
Dita Barber.
Charnel the braider.
Reaper the barber.
Okay.
My name is Cineo Cuts.
Eli the Barber.
Baby Cuts in the building, baby!
Shotty Jizzle.
And McLean the groomer.
Man.
We ain't had this many guests.
I don't think I've ever seen this meme on the screen at one time.
At one time, no. I'll tell you, we look like the Brady Bunch on this motherfucker. It's the first time we ever been. I think we could low-key get one more person. I don't know. I'm glad to see it hold up. I was worried about that. We got a lot of people on the Wi-Fi, y'all. So shout out to Tweezy for the good Wi-Fi. Shout out to Spectrum for not fucking up for the one time. Because y'all usually mess up in the moments that you need them the most.
Right.
But man, we got to clap it up for our guest from last week. Yeah. Shout out my dog Michael Fox.
Yeah.
His funny ass.
Hey, man. Hey, I got to apologize to him.
Oh, yeah. He hit me. Yeah, he called me, too.
My prediction started off correct.
Started off.
It started off
slippery
correct.
slope from there, though.
And then Dion was like, you know what? It's personal.
And
Man was like, I'm not going to lose by that much.
And for those who don't know what he talking about, Paz said that USC was going to beat Colorado 52-7.
That's what I said.
That was his prediction. It
That's
ended
what
up
I
being
said.
48-41.
Hey, Prime was the ticket.
Yeah, I lost a couple dollars on that bet.
My bad.
I ain't do the 52-7. I got close. I think it did like 52-10. I was like, God damn, I'm gonna start doing every variant of numbers.
But it
like
started
$3.
off like that.
It started off good, but I'm glad to see them come back.
Yeah.
Because like I ain't expect them to win, but I just don't want to see y'all get y'all ass whooped. Right. Like that's all it is. It's like y'all have already over exceeded expectations.
Facts.
You got 2 more wins in the whole last season. Everybody should be happy about that. It's all the confidence in it to make everybody say all the other shit for real.
Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about that bullshit. All these haters.
Oh yeah, it's haters for no reason. But if you ain't got haters, what they say? If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping.
That's true.
So,
I got to give it to them though. I'm proud of them. I'm proud of what they doing. You know, hopefully, I see a national championship in the future.
If you keep going at the rate, because I know, next year he gonna fill in all the void spots that he need for sure.
He need a line. That's all he needs.
At this point, it's like, why wouldn't you? Before it was people didn't want to go to Jackson State because of the conference and the type of level of schools they play in competition wise. Now you kind of ain't got no excuse. It's just like, do I want to deal with the code?
And they're going
at this point,
and they're going to the Big 12, so that's gonna work for them.
Yep.
Shout out to our guest last week also to Monica Shanae with the song Super Soaker.
Probably one of the manishest songs I've heard of 2023. The song's called Super Soaker. It is not about the gun that we shot with as a kid.
No, it's not.
That was my first thought. That's what you wanted to be about. I was like, you can't play this one in the house, the car. You look, you got to listen to it in your headphones.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of them songs. It's like opening Twitter in public. You kind of just got to do that on the side because it's going to go bad if somebody's standing behind you, depending on Twitter's mood for that day.
Happened to one of the teachers at the school today.
Yeah, I just want to open my Twitter nowhere on school grounds. It's just like, because you never know, somebody's whole booty hole just going to pop up on the screen. And it's like, unbeknownst to you, it's like, I didn't expect this today.
He opened Twitter to show me something. Our brand new assistant principal was right behind us and showed us titties. I was like,
I'm like,
that's
man,
your phone.
That's not my page. If we trying to be, I didn't tell him to post that. Nor did I know that was going to be on my timeline at that moment. But you just don't open Twitter nowhere but your house. Low key, I think that's the safest place to open Twitter is in your house or your
Away
car,
from your kids.
away from everybody. Like, look, I heard the trick around it is you got to set your settings to like younger than a certain age. Yeah. Then it will filter. But I don't trust it.
I don't trust it.
Nothing ran by Elon. That's why I want a Tesla. So, I mean,
I ain't gonna lie, I do want a Tesla.
it look cool till you start seeing that shit fuck up, and then people, because I'm gonna test out all the features, and I've been done gone the first day or so because my dumb ass don't realize this shit done took over, and then I'm done.
Man, when I was in DC, they one of my Ubers was a Tesla. They recognized like the people walking and shit. Like on the screen, you can see like the little figurines walking. I'm like,
Oh,
it's cool as shit.
I don't need all that.
I ain't gonna lie, it kind of gave me
I need my
Grand
car
Theft
to
Auto
drive.
vibes, though.
I just need my car to get to where I'm trying to go and take me back to the crib.
Dude said he be going to straight sleep. Like he be like, hey, I
Sleep
go
and
to
drive?
Like I'm like, nah, not me. I wouldn't do that shit. But he was,
Yeah, I don't trust
do
that,
that
bro. Like,
I don't trust a pilot when I'm on the plane.
nah, I'll be asleep because if something gonna go wrong, I'd rather just not be wide awake. I'd just rather wake up into this, fuck it, and then just gotta go with the flow at that point. But I don't want to be fully aware. Like, damn, I see the wing fell off. Nah, I gotta motherfucking try to either keep calm or panic with everybody. Just let me wake up to niggas screaming. I'm just gonna close my eyes back and pray for the best. It's like, what is me panicking gonna do? It's like, oh shit, I'm gonna die anyway at this point. Might as well enjoy my little last few minutes, a little nap I had going on and shit. Like at that point. But past. You know.
So the Black History Fact this week, man. I had my students do an assignment on HBCUs. Y'all know I love my HBCUs. Wait a minute, god damn it! Hold on, before we even do that, nigga, it's homecoming week.
It is homecoming week.
LLLL.
You.
Shit.
Shout out Lincoln
Shout out
University.
to LU.
I ain't gonna be there, but I appreciate.
I'm gonna have
Have a
every
drink for me.
for you. So
Yeah.
every time I drink, I'm gonna have two. One for me, one
I
for you.
was supposed to go, man, but a better opportunity came up for that weekend. It's gonna be 50-11 homecomings. I'd rather go to another opportunity that could propel my career.
Yeah,
So
I got homecoming this week and homecoming next week. Yeah.
I can't do too many.
It's 2 weeks. You know, I've been traveling like crazy, man. It's 2 weeks in a row homecoming. LU this week, Tennessee State next week.
Tennessee State gonna be lit.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to my alma mater, Big Blue.
I would have went to. I be wanting to go to the concert, but I was like, I want to see no motherfucking Cash Dog
Yeah,
and
I
Nardo Wick.
never go to the concert because
Who the hell?
I'm too old
How
for
did
this
y'all
shit
even
now.
get them two people together? Is what I'm trying to figure out. I feel like that was one of them. Like, all right, you got to book him, but she got to come too, or book her because I'll book her before him.
Because this what? Cash Doll and Boosie?
Not hell. I wish it was Boosie. I would rather go see
trying to
that.
tell you, it's
No,
Boosie is
Nardo
some-
Wick,
I don't even know who the fuck that is.
the nigga with the Who Won't Smoke with Us teeth.
Wait, look, my age kicking in.
I'm
y'all.
trying to give it a benefit of the doubt. He got like between both of them, they got like 4 impossible songs. So it's like that's gonna be a real short concert.
Yeah,
I feel like the local acts that have more songs than them niggas put together. But I mean, the concert ain't for us no more.
It's really not.
So
My Black History Fact this week, Samuel L. Jackson, Mr. Motherfucker himself,
the motherfucker.
was expelled from Morehouse College in 1969. A lot of people don't know that.
I do.
He was expelled from Morehouse College for holding Martin Luther King Jr.'s mother hostage during a protest to improve life for black students on campus.
Yeah.
And that's why Samuel L. Jackson got his start in Spike Lee movies, because they was in college together at Morehouse. And so, yeah, shout out
I
to...
didn't know that.
Yeah, that. So, like, that's why he plays, you know, a lot of his first movies was Spike Lee films. And he plays, like, in School Days, he played a local, you know, because he saw it. He knew what it was like. Because when you go to HBCU, them goddamn locals be something else.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about the Lincoln
Damn locals.
Low key, you stay in Lincoln too long, you become one. It's like you transform after 10 years there. You gotta go or you gotta adapt. You gotta go walk the boulevard barefoot, and then they kind of jump you over into the team. But my favorite part of the show,
Indeed.
I get to do my numerology corner.
Pass the collection
I don't
plate.
know if y'all do we have numer.
Yeah, we had.
I don't
I'm sure
think-
we had numerology corner.
If he ain't had no numerology corner, then y'all was like episode 30 something. Cause I started in the
I was
episode
here.
40.
Nah,
or
they would. You had it because I was here when they came on the show. I was here. I was already on the show, so they already.
Oh
had
no,
it.
you was already. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, yeah, you would have.
Yeah,
Yeah,
They
because I
was-
started it with. I started it.
I'm gonna check you.
Check it. I need send me a picture. I say that like I ain't got all the files on here. I have to scroll through them. I don't know. I had to delete some because it started filling up too much. But for the numerology corner, I like to kind of find a little message within my favorite website. Shout out to sunsigns.org. I only picked that one because they was just the one that popped up the most every time I Googled it. And at this point, it just worked out for me. But they have a pretty cool little gem or jewel they drop every per number. For those who don't know, if you kind of see a certain number, I got more in the numerology. Once I the Masonic Order. Kind of learned a whole lot of things about numbers and the meanings behind numbers and what they could mean. If you see these, it's kind of like another form of zodiac. It doesn't mean it's guaranteed to mean what you see, but it's a possibility that you can align with said number or zodiac sign. But for the number 12, this week, it is urging you to adopt diverse methods to improve your home and the surrounding environment. It is prompting you to make your family atmosphere more caring and cheerful and to establish perfect understanding between family members.
That's perfect. That's literally what I did last night.
See?
That's literally what I did last night. You know, I've been traveling like crazy. We from Paris to being out of town every damn week. And last night I just needed like a reset and had to refocus on the kid and explain, you know, to him what's gonna happen. So yeah, that's literally what happened last night, bro. So man, every week.
Man, we've been kind of just in the family method. We've been dealing with it.
Yeah.
At school, we got a lot of stuff that's going on that's going to change up the whole vibe eventually or potentially. So it's just kind of figuring out how we finna adapt into new situations, just find different ways and meanings and methods to make this shit work.
So how anybody did the numbers get to anybody here? Like did it make you feel some type of way?
No, not really.
Nah, man, it usually works. It don't. But I mean, y'all a family. I know if things change in between y'all, it's gotta make it a cohesive thing. One thing go off, you instantly notice. When you're around people for so long, it's like he walking in the eye, you don't see him yourself. Yeah. So them situations that you don't think apply to these type of things, but it works like that. It's like if you get to know people, the more and more you get to learn mannerisms, you get to learn moods. People don't have to always tell you what's going on. You can kind of just look and see, like, you know, talk, because I do that all day, bro, dealing with kids. We had a whole kid straight run out the building today, bro. Like, and low key, it wasn't on us, because our mama was at the school when this happened. And she was in the care of her mama, told her to go back to class. Instead of going to class, the girl straight dipped. Like, and we could not, eventually the police had to get involved, bro. We couldn't find that girl for like 2 hours. And we didn't realize till we looked on the camera, and the mama thought she went to class. So I'm saying I'll do in school, I'll do the building sub, all of that. This not the person I'm watching. Yeah. But if y'all tell me to, y'all should have just put her in the room with me or had me walk her to class so I know she made it. She dropped her bag in the middle of the hallway. By the time we realized the girl was missing, she had been gone for 20 minutes. And the real thing, in my opinion, was I feel like the mama should have never sent her out the room. She up here for you, for whatever issue you causing. Y'all need to clearly sit here with the counselor, because that's who they was with. Yeah. Had this talk, figure out what's going on with her, so we can better serve her or whatever we need to, because she do got a traumatic life, shit that happened that I can't fathom. So all we can do is just figure out different shit that will work. But you sent her along to class thinking like, well, let grown people talk, and we're going to send you on your way. Not knowing, I'm like, we just brought her to the counselor's office because she tried to dip from her teacher. Like, I had to straight block off. The other teacher had to grab her, put her in there, because she slipped out the backpack, tried to run down the stairs. Meaning she was finna do the same thing. She was about to get a whooping, wasn't she? No, bro,
she was about to get a whooping.
Honestly, I don't know.
Like,
some of them, we got some tough ass kids, bro. They take their little whoopings, bro.
All the extra moving and juking that's going on, that's avoiding the ass whooping.
That's usually how most kids do, bro.
Because back in the day, boy, I had mad maneuvers when my mama came to school. Bro, I was like, X, Y.
I just took my L, because my ass would just get worse and worse the more I thought about running. Like, if I just get it over with in these first 15, 20 minutes, this nigga gonna get tired eventually, and it'll feel like hours. Really be all in like 5-10 minutes. I'm like, God damn, this nigga got stamina. Like, fuck. Nigga, I'm tired. Like, how you not tired at this point? But bro, it was crazy, because we look at the cameras, and I'm like, bro, by the time y'all told me it was like 11:35. She left out like 11:12. And like Smooth just walked out the back of the building. And I'm like, well, maybe she lived not too far from the school. Like, maybe she mobbed to the crib. Nah, bro, they found her eventually like some park. Like somewhere far out the way. It wasn't like super far, because I worked down the street.
She walked fast.
But I mean, clearly she walked. I mean, she had 2 hours before somebody found her. Clearly she was just walking aimlessly and ain't nowhere to go. Like, you ain't got no bag. You ain't got no phone. You really ain't the greatest reader. Like, and half of these kids, you'd be surprised, they don't know their house address. They don't know their phone number. Shit that we was mandatory just because we ain't had no cell phone to just trap everything in and just I don't got it. It's a lot of people number that I probably should know by heart. I have no idea what it is past the area code because I don't have to. Even if the phone don't work, I could pull your number up and go get another phone and dial it out.
Yeah.
But you ask them, instead of pull up, like, man, what's your mama number? I don't know.
Who really know numbers?
Shit, I don't remember.
Barely.
I remember every debit card number I had by heart. Bank account number, I know all that by heart. I look it up just to verify it.
Telephone
but
numbers?
Yeah, bro, I still remember. Like, I mean, my parents got the same phone number since I've been a kid, but my grandma's old number, any number I'd have had in the past, I still know every one of them numbers. Like, just family members, just because I remember shit for hellas. So, that should just work out. But they be, you like, call your mama. But then again, their parents be having like 5 phone numbers in 2 months. So then it's like, you got to make them learn every single number. But then the learning part, that's a whole nother topic for another day. We'll be here all day talking about that shit. But Paz, what's piss you off this week, man?
I'm gonna tell you what's pissing me off. I don't know if y'all can see this. Y'all seen this whack ass shit right here?
Dude, the Colorado HBCU shirt.
First of all, Colorado one of the whitest schools in the country. That's first part. Second part, just because Deion there don't make it a HBCU.
I think it's the abundance of black people that enroll into school or something that they.
The disrespect.
It's the vibe, I guess. I mean, hell, we don't get that many people in the stadium, so you can't say it's not HBCU. With Lincoln, hell, we could barely fill up one side.
Hey, I was at the State Fair Classic this past weekend.
We be struggling.
I was at State Fair Classic, Grambling and Prairie View this past weekend. 52,000 people. 52,000. Excuse me. 52,000 in the Cotton Bowl. Great experience. The only weird thing, they had a fucking concert like in the middle of the game. Like the game was going on, but over in the end zone was a full concert.
Multitasking.
It was the first time for everything. I was shocked, but it was cool though. It was
Like
cool.
was somebody people knew.
It was some Dallas dude.
Oh
Like,
hell no! You ain't finna make me perform while everybody watching the damn game.
They literally and all the high schoolers, like they had the high school bands and shit in there. All the high school bands was going crazy. Apparently got like some big hit down there. It was crazy. It was, that whole end zone was lit.
That's what's up.
You know, it was a good time, but
That's all it does.
that's what's pissing me off, y'all. The goddamn people thinking Colorado HBCU is not. I don't know what the hell going on with my computer. That shit going.
They got you on here though. It's working perfectly fine. Well, y'all, we gonna run through a couple random topics that we got. Just we find stuff to talk about for the people. One thing I did notice, bro. So, Mr. Jordan, Michael Jordan, bro, he worth $3 billion now. I know I probably contribute to a lot of that because I've been buying hella shoes. Bro.
Everybody.
He's 100,000.
Look, he makes $770,000 per day off Jordan brand alone. That's crazy, bro.
That is crazy.
And it's crazy. First time I heard that, me and my girl was like, "Oh man, I'm finna stop buying this shit." 2 days later, I had an order placed coming to the crib.
Checks.
Nah, I ain't
gonna
listen.
do that.
I ain't protesting that damn hard about
Hey,
nothing.
the nigga
I got the
Reebok,
I got the
so
throwback.
shit.
The Reebok Shack's cool. Like if you trying to get some retro shit, the pump. I had a pair of them just because they was. I paid $20. I was working there at Finish Line.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna buy some Iversons.
I got a matter of fact, they had a bag at the crib. Just I want to know if the ball worked for real. That shit worked. That was cool to me, and I paid $25. Would I pay $100+ for some Shacks? Hell no. But for the people that need them, Shaq appreciate you. Because clearly Walmart been selling out the motherfuckers for years.
He bought Reebok and he put it in Walmart. You can go in Walmart and be all Reebok shit in there now.
That's smart.
Why not?
Super smart.
Walmart
Shout out
be
to the
selling
big boy.
Iverson soon. You go up in that motherfucker in the corner.
Is that what?
US Polo too.
Yeah. You go.
Oh, he on that too?
No, but they in Walmart. I walked
Oh, yeah,
past.
they in Walmart,
I sure
yeah.
walked past. I was like,
US Assassin.
low key, black people been calling it assassin. All our life is really U.S. Association. I found that out the other day, and I was like, damn, we be fucking shit up on purpose, and we don't know. But at this point, I'm embedded in this is assassin because I'm not wearing this shit, and I don't. It ain't. And the crazy part is, it was around before Ralph Lauren. But for some reason, Ralph Lauren trumped over, I guess, labels. They probably be made at the same damn place.
Something else bigger than that too though. It's like it's Ralph Lauren and it's like what Ralph Lauren. Purple label.
See, look, you know what? And I ain't even pay. I've heard that said, but I never put to it. Not even paying attention, thinking. Is that why niggas keep leaving a tag on the pants? Why do y'all be? Why do people do that?
Just so they can show the tag.
It's country shit. Like, bro, okay, you bought the jeans. I don't need to know that these. And I'm not gonna treat like, oh, nigga, you got on purple jeans. Let's be friends. Like, I'm not gonna treat you no different. I'm gonna look at the first thing I'm gonna say. I'm like, this country ass nigga. Like, why do you got the tag? I'll be wanting to go up and just rip people's shit off. Cause why are you doing this? That shit was cool, like back in.
Jeans don't be purple. It just had a tag on it.
But you could buy all that shit. I watched the whole TikTok video on how them influencers be going on eBay, buying Gucci bags and all of that shit, and be just pulling up to the stores, doing the pictures and shit in front of it like they really shopping. I ain't that hurt to get somebody to follow me that I'm finna go spend money on an empty ass bag to go stand in front of a store to tell people I'm getting it like that.
I wouldn't want people to know.
That's what niggas do with them jeans. And them big beefy ass shoes. What's the Balenciaga? I'll be talking to the kids. I'm the teacher at the school with all the kicks, so I'll be wearing different shoes. We be talking about them and shit. And one little boy, I know he be wearing his mama's shoes. Cause I know his mama not spending all that on him, bro. Bro, they be beefy as hell. I'm like, bro, why you got them little ugly ass shoes on?
Those are like fat Air Max.
Bro, he be like, Mr. A, these fly these. I'm like, bro, you would not like them shoes if all them niggas that you listen to did not talk about wearing them shoes. I'm like, them shoes ugly. Every shoe they be liking be ugly. They be wanting like LaMelo Ball shoes. I'm like, bro, first of all, don't nobody be wearing Puma. They ain't nobody, unless, if you got Pumas, they some running shoes that you done came across and they was mad comfy. Tough. I can't fuck with them.
I ain't gonna buy them.
I mean, for kids, cool, but they make them in adult sizes. So that means it's grown niggas out here like, I'm finna go get the new Mellow Balls. And he on the second version of it. I'm like, because I'm finna get some for one of the kids for Christmas. And I'm like, I just want you to know you literally getting these because you like them. Because if it was up to me, I would not buy you these ugly. I'd rather spend the extra $30, $40 to get you some Jordans.
So let me ask you something. So, you buying Team Jordans or you buying Dub Zero?
I'm buying retro Jordans.
Nah, I'm just saying. Would you buy, if you had to pick from the two, them the only two, you picking Team or you going with the Dub Zero?
I don't know. Team, like, the current teams are like when they first. The ones back in the 90s was like back in the day was cool. Dub Zeros was, I had one of them first black and red pair when they first dropped. But they was hard when I first came. And now I be seeing them at the school. I be like, better judgment. I wouldn't have did it the second time around.
So you would have got the Teams over the Dubs?
It depends on which pair. Because they used to have these jump mans with the little, had like the 13 ball on the side, even though it wasn't the 13 one.
It wasn't the one.
Them was cool. Them was the team jump man.
Which one was
Yeah.
the one you was looking at? 6 ring?
No, that was like the 13.
6 rings I can't fuck with. And I had a pair back in the day.
Your boy
I had a pair back in the day.
Your
But
boy
they was
had
some,
the
I bought them on my cut. They was some boots. They was like a weak 6-ring boot. I was like, man, these kind of hard. I ain't gonna buy them in the store. I bought them with my cousin. They was cool. But like as a full-fledged, this is a brand new purchase. I had other options in the store as well. Nah. But if somebody like them, I'll get them for them. I may have like a couple jokes. But Jordans is like, you could go 1 through 14, and then you got a few of them after that that's cool. I think the 15's decent.
18.
The 18's I like. The 17's, they finna drop 3 pair in 2024. If it's $300, I need the briefcase. They used to, if it come with the briefcase, it makes sense. That was the only like out of the, then the 20s was cool. I just seen that on the video because they had the 20s and they had the Dub Zeros. The 20s is decent, but it's only like the original red and black pair.
That's the same thing.
I don't think I ever seen it. Nah, they got the 20s, then they got Dub Zeros.
Dub Zero, original, black and
Nah,
red.
they,
It was smooth.
I like them. I wouldn't rebuy them in 2023. In 2006, 2007, when I had them, that was my senior year in high school. They was cool. The little kids be at school wearing, I'll be telling them, "Oh, you fresh and shit." I'm like, "You'll get them." I was like, "Nah," but you like them, so I rock with them. I'm more of a 1s, 4s.
One's overrated.
It depends on the pair you got. I got on the Palomino ones now. That motherfucker smooth for a brown and black shoe. I'm about to say I like 12s, 11s. Nah, them the best shoe. That's the best shoe. Like to me, out of all his silhouettes, the 11. It's just something about him. You can dress them motherfuckers up.
They really only come out once a year at Christmas. Holiday shoes.
I know, and I'm finna get them motherfuckers.
Them hard for sure.
I'm finna get them, but I don't know. I mean, maybe that's no. He got 2 pair coming out this year, but the other one's a women pair. They
Cherry's better than them.
I'm trying to get them too. Them drop at the end of the month. The Cherry 12.
He says Cherry 12 is coming out.
Yep, October 28th.
What up, Keno?
Shout out to Keno, man. Shout out to Keno. So another little random thing. I don't know if y'all know who Keith D is. He an old nigga. The dumbest, by far the dumbest old criminal. Because usually it be the old niggas talking about like, oh, y'all stupid. Y'all are telling yourself. Right. The crazy part is if all them old motherfuckers had cameras back in the day that could instantly post, I guarantee you they would have been doing the same shit. They were stunning on random niggas just driving up and down they block. To start shit, you mean to tell me that I could put this on the internet now? I ain't gotta leave my street? I can talk shit to y'all? They would have did it probably way worse than these little niggas.
Yeah. Saying that he did.
The same shit. I passed the gun to the shooter. God damn. Oh, nigga, like, I'll see it today. He's surprised when they locked him up. I'm like, I feel like at this point he was just waiting to see how long he can. He's like, man, I done kicked it long enough. And all that. And then you gonna get jammed up because everybody else that was in the car dead. Dumb. Like, they ain't even got to come figure out did you do it. They done found a hole. He still got like the gun at the crib and shit. I'm like, the fuck is you holding on to this?
Doesn't he have like a whole like memoir about where he done told the whole story?
Listen,
he did 19 interviews.
Bruh, and I just watched a little snippet of the one. They was like, oh yeah. He was like, yeah, I passed the gun to the shooter. He's talking about he seen Tupac coming down the street. These girls was yelling out the whip because he's standing out the sunroof. They yelling out Pac. They was going to look for. They had just left somewhere looking for him. They driving the opposite way. As soon as they assume they bust a U, pull up on him at the light. He was like, I passed the gun. He gave every detail. First of all, why am I able to tell this version of the story as detailed as this nigga did? Like I was in the back seat. That's number one. As a criminal, why are you giving us step by step? Unless you don't went to court for the crime and you at the double jeopardy stage of this where you could talk about this and you can't get in trouble. That's why I'm mad OJ ain't saying shit. Cause bro, you can't get jammed up no more. At this point, just tell us you did the shit because we know you did. You wrote a whole book talking about if I would have did.
I don't think OJ did it.
Man, that nigga did.
Oh, that's what I think. I think his son did it.
Oh, right.
You know, he can't. His son ain't got
I ain't never seen him.
No,
I probably tell by the head if I seen him. Yeah, I don't know. OJ did that shit.
And he Khloe Kardashian daddy.
They both got the same size head. So that's how I know. Like you be looking, I'm like, cause your mama was wilding. I mean, the apples don't be falling far from the tree. Y'all all be in there wilding. And she definitely was freaking on OJ Wild.
Oh, yeah.
But that's neither here nor there. But Keith D's stupid. And then Suge talking about he not going to testify. I mean, at this point, it really don't matter.
Yeah, like, he told on himself. Like,
look, he probably set it up. That's why I was like, what's the fuck? If I tell on y'all, then y'all got to tell on me. Yeah. At this point, nigga, you ain't getting out of jail no time soon, so let's just all tell what happened. I really don't care. It's like, I ain't out here screaming justice for Tupac. Like, nigga, that was hell ago. I was like 6. He done put out like 4 more albums since then and ain't been here.
I think I was a freshman in high school when Pac died.
I was definitely, it was what, 95? 95?
95.
Yeah, bro, I was 6.
No, that was 96, 97.
I probably just figured out how to spell Tupac. Like, at that time. Like, I just remember seeing it on MTV News, and it was like, damn, Tupac gone. At this point, it's just like, we bringing it up. It's like, y'all just need content at this point. Like, do you got to have a trial? He told on himself. What court case is needed for this? You're not finna make me sit on the jury stand. Because I'm going to instantly make sure y'all kick me off of it as soon as I get in there. I'm like, I don't believe he did it. And then y'all just going to get rid of me out the gate. Like, because why we in here? It was like, fam, he got 17, 19 interviews telling everybody play by play. All of us sitting up here have heard. There's nobody you going to find that ain't heard about this case or that's not going to look it up. As soon as they realize this dude, because it just say Tupac, it's like, well, shit, we might as well. Like, does this confirm that everybody know he dead now? I guess for the people that don't believe he dead,
man.
I mean, at this one, shit, it don't make me no never mind. He probably live on the south side. There's a lot of strange people that live over here. Since I've been working over here, shout out to the people from the south side of St. Louis, because this is like being in a live action play of The Wire.
Don't worry. You to the C to the I to the T to the
Y'all a different species of people too. You City a different species of people too. But they got the love.
You City and Cowboys fans are like equal to each other.
Delusional. But the
They
South,
still believe in Santa Claus too.
I don't know if y'all spend hella time over here, but I work over here. I'll be not wanting to leave the building. I'm like, bro, this is the strangest group of people in all of St. Louis that I done came across. Like, I seen a man on a bike pulling a cart with a chain, and like then he trying to go up the ramp, trying to go up the curb, and then gonna get off mad, like shot at the whole cart flipped over. I'm like, fam, you don't have this secure. Like, what are you doing? You ain't pulling shit. And he looking at me like I'm wrong for looking at him. I'm like, you know what? I gotta get away from over here. I'll be one. It's the kids that keep me on the south side. But it's like being in a live play of the show The Wire. Every episode is a day of when they started letting people sell them drugs in that little area, Amsterdam. This whole area, bro. Like the teacher, the TA teacher got robbed on the second day of school by an 11-year-old.
What?
With armed robbery at this. Like straight pulled a gun on her. We had to run outside. Like we seen him. He had just hopped the fence. We yelled like, bro, we could see you because he trying to duck down. He just hop up, point the gun. I'm like, bro, I ain't finna take no step. I'm like, he's scared. So he gonna shoot because he's scared. He don't want to shoot nobody. But he definitely, I'll be damn, an 11-year-old finna take me out. That shit dead. But it's just the fact that you 11, nigga, it's the second day of school. At least go the first 2 days of school. You ain't got no food. It's meals there. Do whatever you need to do. But I'm like, bro, at 11, when they finally found him, they was like, yeah, he 11. Now we ain't got no TA. Now I gotta keep helping cover classes. All because kids want to rob people, bro. We done had all types of stuff happen. It's just like, I don't know if this is because South Side or what. But this is a strange area of St. Louis. That's all I'm going to say.
Said white man dressed like Jesus riding a bike.
He is frequently over here. He wears a whole white outfit, a white cowboy hat. Even the kids at the school know him as Jesus. He walk past you here, kid, there go Jesus. I'll be like, and they just straight be yelling, hey, Jesus. He just be waving and walking. It don't matter how hot it is outside. He got this white trench coat thing on and all type of shit. And I'll just be like, you know what? He may be the Lord at this point. Y'all starting to convince me because he pop up out of nowhere. He'll come out like around the corner. I'm like, man, where the fuck he come from? I'm like, you know what? They be sending angels on earth. I don't know. Let me not fuck with him. I'm going to let him do his thing. He don't bother nobody. He answered back. So clearly this is a lifelong dream of his to pretend he is Jesus. But he ain't got no car. I know that much. So Jesus is, he still think he in Bethlehem because his ass be walking everywhere. That's just crazy within itself. Man. Welcome to the South Side. R.I.P. to STL legend.
Man, R.I.P. to our worthy brother, Past Master, Austin A. Lane Jr. He's been a family friend of mine for years. Him and my great uncle were really close growing up, and so he has handled every funeral in my family. And so when we got the news, you know, it hit. You know, it kind of was like one of those, like you lost a family member. But rest in peace to him. And he had been through some things. Like, you know, you talk about one of the longest businesses.
Right? Didn't they just run the door? Like,
yeah, somebody just ran into the Renaissance Chapel, which is like the newer building. Somebody ran into it probably about a month ago.
They still boarded up.
Yeah, so, but 87 years old, man, he lived a glorious life, helped a lot of people. So, rest in peace to him and condolences to his loved ones.
R.I.P. Also, R.I.P. another random dude I ran across the internet. They call him Bupak Shakur, a.k.a. the Black Chris Hansen. So what he used to do, bro, how Chris Hansen used to have to catch a predator, he was like a random dude who took it upon himself to catch predators and get them locked up and all of that type of stuff. You know, you see the pages where people got all these companies. They'll create these different accounts and find people that straight be thinking they meeting up with people just to turn them into jail. Well, unfortunately, that was his demise as well.
Somebody shot his ass.
Yeah, like, bro, he ran up on, like, I don't know, dude was like 17, 18, or 18 and 19. One of them had a knife, the other one had a gun, got out the car, shot his ass, and he died at the hospital.
Damn.
So, I mean, you out here doing a good deed because don't nobody need pedophiles, clearly. But that ain't your job also. So, I don't go out doing a police job trying to save nothing if I ain't got to.
Yeah.
So, you just kind of let them take their matters in your own hand. But social media stuff is getting people popped and shot.
You saw what happened to that
dude the other day got shot in the mall.
Yeah.
Well, he got shot I think some months ago.
Yeah, he was doing like a YouTube like prank or some shit. And dude was like, "Hey, leave me alone." Pow, shot his ass.
I mean, bro, look, dude ain't wasting no time. He got him 3 small calm. Hey, leave me alone. Back up off me. Back up. Pow. And just shot his ass and kept walking. Like, I don't know where it was at. Yeah. But I know it happened a little. I know it happened a little bit. Bang bang. I know it happened a little bit ago because they just had the trial thing for it, and dude who shot him got off. Yeah. Because it was like, man, you was invading me. Like, you know, his prank was saying something like he was walking up showing his phone, talking about dude was looking at his stuff or some weird shit. Then he was just hella close to him, and he's like, hey, back up. He keep putting the phone in his face. I'm like, YouTube gonna get y'all killed, bro. And it's been people I've seen got killed doing that shit. It's like, what makes y'all think pranking people? Like, stop going to the hood fucking with people. Yeah. They already struggling. Yeah. Okay. Like, you not gonna fuck up my day. Like, walking up on people like, you wanna, they'll say something that's, they not talking about that, but bro, them trigger words to people. Everybody don't play. Yeah. And then they be, oh, it's a prank, bro. I don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah, like the dude that be going up, acting like he on the phone when he say something.
Oh yeah, bro. He done got hammed up a few times.
It's a prank, nah, fuck that.
Bro, fuck it, because one person, they not gonna be in the mood that day, and you clearly see it. He got his ass shot. You didn't think you was gonna go to the mall pranking people, and that probably was about the third, fourth person he pranked that day. Yep. You pranked the wrong one, clearly. I bet
did the YouTube dude die?
No, but I bet he remember that fucking bullet. Like, stop playing. I'll tell people everything. Stop playing with people you don't know. That's whether I'm a funny person. I crack jokes on people all day, but I don't do it with people I don't know. I don't walk up on nobody like, hey, you such and such and such and such. I ain't looking to pull jokes from people. If we doing this out of love, we joking, it's cool. But you don't just, everybody don't play with everybody like that. And you find the one person you think it ain't no biggie. They may have had a horrible day. Now look at you, shot. How you explain that in the hospital? Because if I call my mom, she be like, you dumb as fuck. I'll come visit you when I can.
Really gonna live my life today.
It's like, who told your dumb ass? She be like, didn't I tell your stupid ass stop doing that? That's all they need, somebody to tell them after they get shot. Didn't I tell your dumb ass stop doing that?
Get them short ribs,
Blue. Look.
Go get them short ribs.
Stop doing that dumb ass shit. Stop fucking with people. Clearly it's not going to be a lesson learned because he's like the third, fourth person I heard about being shot. He just lucky he didn't die. Right. And clearly, if dude really didn't, I mean, he aimed for him. Cause I'm surprised he got off because he did hit him like in the chest and shit. You could have shot him in below the knee and got like, bro, there ain't no attempted murder. But I mean, you ain't trying.
It's a white man with a gun. Come on, man.
Yeah, worked out in his face. He shot another one, man. So gotta work that in.
Is the other dude white too?
Yep. Oh shit. Yeah, I ain't never seen one of the black YouTubers got shot doing that dumb ass shit. I was like, that's what your dumb ass get. Stop playing with people. Yeah. Like, man, hard head, soft ass.
Indeed.
Every time. I don't know those who follow basketball. Jimmy
Butler.
My
life into pieces.
Jimmy.
This is my last resort.
Jimmy Panic at the Disco Butler.
Getting paid for that.
Bruh, look, he do it because I think at this point it's just gonna be a trend till he leave because he did them horrible ass locks last year, and then that's his straight 2K picture. Yeah. Like I was like, come on, bruh.
Clean shave too.
And the emo, he said it was his costume, so he had to stay in character. He done pierced the eyebrows, the lips. He's like, I gotta stay in costume. This is my Halloween.
I see the picture. That's all I think about is that song.
Yeah, bro, that's all you can think about. I used to see kids. I used to work with a dude.
Pieces. This is my last resort.
I used to straight work with a dude, bro. And I asked him, like, bro, why you do that?
I got students like that.
Hey,
and when they come in my class, I be looking at them like
doing that in 2023 is crazy. It was wild back then.
This girl came in today. She had her blue lipstick on and shit. She's like, "Sup, mister?" I was like, girl, you from Ferguson? Like,
chill out. That's not
where is this coming from?
Like the internet. They come across something, I like that.
And she got all out. She got the big jeans, you know what I'm saying?
The big bulky ass jeans, bro.
And the chain.
I used to ask him, I'm like, man, do you put something in all them pockets?
She got it.
At this point, like, you got to utilize all these pockets. Because I hate having too many pockets on something. I be losing shit. Like, do you know where everything is when you got these pants? You got to frisk yourself. I used to ask him, like, bro, why the bottom of your pants so stepped on? Like, they long as hell. Cuff them bitches or something. I'm like, you know they do them in the length as well as the width. You need to get like a 30. You're looking more like a 30. Like, it's okay. It's okay to touch the shoe. We need to know what they ain't trying to hide them dirty ass white ones that everybody be wearing. I used to work with this dude in Jeff City like that, and I was like, bro, how do we get here? Like, this is you. This is you. I know. I'm like, I know this wasn't a from birth thing. I'm like, we black. Like, how do we get here? Like, I was like, is that a perm? He's like, he broke the whole process down. I was like, okay. The truth of this, I guess so, my boy. Do your thing. Whatever. As long as you happy, I'm happy. But Jimmy Butler wildin', man. And he said it's his emo phase. I think it's because he didn't get Dame Lillard. Yeah. That's his emo move because he didn't get Lillard, which was crazy within itself. Because I knew he was going to get traded. The Bucks was the last place. I thought, it is. It's a perfect fit for him. It's a perfect fit for him. If he do right, they should be going to the finals. If they do, don't nobody get injured. I'm like, y'all got a solid team. The only difference is Drew Holiday. That's the only part they gonna lack, the defense. Dame Lillard just like, I play D. I ain't Drew Holiday defense. But shit, at this point, you just gotta play minimum defense and shoot their lights out.
What's called a second half basketball player anyway? What's his name? Great. Yeah, second half. I didn't watch him play live, man. He trash.
Oh no, I saw him play live. I went to the Bulls, the Bulls and Bucks maybe. It was 2020.
Trash.
He put up buckets, but it wasn't till like he didn't get the points for real till the second half.
He a second half player.
They got dub and jaw when he ain't playing.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, smoke. Second half.
That's trash.
Yeah, that is trash.
They ain't had like 40 on them
long ass shoes.
Bruh. I was sitting in like the 100 seats at the United Center. I'm like, bro, these niggas big as hell out there. Motherfucker, like two of my shoes put together. I'm like, man, y'all just don't be kicking each other walking around. I mean, shit, that nigga Shaq wear 27. It's like, bro, who was taking the time? That's why he wearing Reeboks. That was the only people that was gonna take the time to make his shoe. Jordan's only go up to an 18.
Hey, what if Shaq was fast with them big old feet?
You just gonna hear his ass, ooh, running down the goddamn. Is Shaq coming? Oh, hey, bro, get your big James and the giant peach ass.
Let that boy walk down State Street with
the street already made an Oreo filling. You gonna step through nothing but potholes. Shout out to State Street. Go over there get my chicken when I used to live over there. My Pop's chicken. I was a frequent flyer in that motherfucker. I used to stay in Cahokia for like 4 years. That's a random place too. Cahokia is different within itself. Moving from Chicago area to there, I was like, oh, okay. But it was quiet for the most part. Where I stayed, I had no sidewalk. But that was a downfall. I'm like, we just got to walk in the street everywhere. Like, god damn, like I get hit by a car. Like your life is at risk every day trying to go somewhere. Well, STL City soccer team, bro.
Who cares?
Hey, I shot them out. First expansion soccer team to do so.
I've never ever like watched a soccer game.
My kids got to go for free because they can't. I ain't get to go because I had to shoot a video, but I heard the atmosphere in there.
Anybody in there?
I wanted the day I was supposed to go. I went to the video shoot the day before. Come to find out, she told me the wrong date, and it was at the time of the game. I was low key hurt.
Can you imagine just opening up a business around her? I don't care what it is.
It's like the dispensary right across the street from the motherfucker. The dispensary dead across the street. Viola.
It's a little what's the name right there too? In like a little restaurant or something.
Bro, it's all type of little shit over there. It's just like they just plopped that motherfucker. They built that thing first of all fast as hell. Like I remember when they started doing it. Next time I went back down, the whole shit was done.
It's right up the street from the Marquee.
right up the street. And
That's crazy.
And that's what I'm saying. Look, you got the marquee, the dispensary, and then it's right across the street from it. It's one straight shot to do all of that. They be throwing different types. They finna have somebody finna have an event there, like they do all different types of events out there. It's a rapper named Mastermind. He like the music maestro. So they games be bam, bruh. They be getting folks to come out there, and this is an expansion team. Look, this the first time the expansion team done did like what they doing. They number one in the conference. Like they finna go to the playoffs as the number one team. And I think it's like the Western Conference or whatever they call themselves. They a couple points away from having the most points an expansion team ever scored in soccer history. Like they straight doing some shit for their first year.
That's hard.
And like the ticket sales make sense too. That's how you could tell like what sports really be popular because they top seats $160.
St. Louis is a soccer city though. It's baseball, soccer.
I agree.
You know, like I went to a high school that was big in soccer, and they love that shit.
Nah, bro, I'm here.
Like you should see the amount of soccer parks like here where they got like 4 and 5 fields.
Oh no, yeah.
In the
I
park.
live by one, right around the corner from one. And every time they be having night games and shit, and I be.
One of them teams just signed some little kid.
That's all. Just STL. So in soccer, you only got to be 16, or like 14 to 16 to be pro. So little dude signed his whole pro contract and is playing games with them before he even walked across the stage. He just graduated the last school year. He straight had a full-fledged contract with a professional team.
Millions too.
Yeah, before he even graduated. He went to Pattonville, I think.
Oh, that's what's up.
I mean, bro, my son likes soccer. I'm like, hey, soccer ain't got no salary cap. So for those they want to be interested, soccer, baseball, golf, them type of sports, them are 3 sports my kid like. If he gonna play sports, he's like, I don't really like all the other. He more academics, but them the ones he found his interest in. I was like, look, they can pay you whatever in them 3. So if you serious, I'm rocking with it.
Hey, AJ like tennis. Yeah. I was like, hey, you gotta watch the little King Richard movie first.
Hey, I fucks with tennis, bro.
Hey, he watched it. He's like,
play,
I still want to play.
Because in college, I fucks with tennis. I used to play ping pong.
Haze the shit out your ass too.
We used to be. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna turn out.
Hey, look, it worked out.
Hey, you got to go outside in the rain.
Joe Jackson did it. Joe Jackson made a whole family of singers. He may have been wild with it, but the product worked. So I mean, a little discipline. I see how kids act when they don't got no direction and discipline.
Little ass whooping ain't never hurt nobody.
If it's gonna get you to some millions, I'll go back in time and just do a little more after the ass whoopings. I was still fucking up, so clearly I wasn't trying to go nowhere with that shit.
Hey man, Sexy Red.
Bro, they straight put up. That's tonight. That's crazy. You remember when award shows used to come out? It was like big hype behind it. And maybe because I don't got cable and shit. Like, there's no point to buy cable at this point. So maybe that's why I don't see all the hype and the commercials and everything talking about it. But the straight BET Hip Hop Awards tonight.
On a Tuesday?
It's always on a Tuesday, bro. It's always randomly on a Tuesday. I found out this morning. And, like, I just put her name because that's how the headline go for it. On all the things I read, put her name first. That just show you how much traction, you get the right amount of traction the song can do you. Like, her whole, she went from, not saying she wasn't popping, because I saw her in October. She opened up for Gucci Mane. She made Pound Town 2-3 months later. So she ain't have all them songs. I was just in there. I was going to get drinks. Like, there was just too many people on stage. Like, it was just like, she cool, but I can't hear shit she's saying. If I probably would have paid a whole lot more attention knowing this was going to be the outcome 3 months later. And that's just hella dope to see. It's like, shit, all you got to do is put in effort. She been going viral for years. It's just people, I never heard of it until I see the videos people be talking about. I'm like, damn, I remember seeing this years ago, randomly scrolling through shit. Shit crazy.
I don't want to see Offset without the rest of them.
I don't know. He kind of entertaining by himself. I didn't think he was till you see him by himself. He the rapper that be dancing and shit. That's what make it funny. Like, he be straight up there doing whole routines with other people. But yeah, R.I.P. Takeoff, man. That's still fucked up.
Shout out to Ludacris still bringing out the big shoes and the big hands and big arms.
I seen that outfit that he won the internet the other day. I was like, look, y'all be getting rich and be putting on some dumb ass shit. I understand. And the first thing was, but it cost a lot. So, well, I'm pretty sure I can put a white. It's the cost thing. I'm like, y'all think because it costs a lot, it's fire. That's not how that goes.
Did you see that picture of Usher, Erykah Badu, and it was somebody else?
Looking like villains waiting on Batman and shit. I'm like, bro, what are we doing? Like, you don't got to get to the money and then just start dressing crazy as ever. Like, you can still put the shit on. And I'll be rich and still buying a whole bunch of white tees. I just may buy more expensive white tees now.
I got
like
one.
So they can last longer because my Hanes ones ain't that good after 3-4 washes.
I got one last random before we get into this interview, man. Shout out to Andre 3000 and Big Boy.
Oh, 20? Was it 29 years?
It's 13 times platinum.
Oh, yeah, for the Love Box Speaker Below.
Love Box
and
and
then
Speaker
the
Below.
first album just celebrated, what, 29 years?
Yeah, hey, here the dope thing is, I really think they about to bring it back.
No, I heard the Post was just celebrating the album.
Come on,
29
Dre.
years. Andre,
Your fans want it,
Andre
Dre.
out here being Ron Burgundy, pulling out that jazz flute anytime he wants to, man, living his best life. He don't give a fuck about music no more. And when he do, but you know he still got the capabilities.
Oh, yeah.
You heard his verse on Killer Mike, Scientists and Engineers.
Yeah.
Like, he still got it. At 50-something years old, he can rap better than most people rapping now. But at that point, it's just be like, I'm still going. I just hit 13 times platinum, and I ain't put out nothing in years. At this point, it's we want him to do it. He don't need to. He ain't got nothing to prove.
I just want him to go on tour one last time.
One time, I'll pay whatever the ticket is.
Yep, me too.
Whatever the ticket is. I know you ain't probably listening, but in case it do get to you, Andre 3000, in case your little jazz flute pick up internet radio, I don't know what that thing do, but it keep you occupied. Just one tour, bro. I don't know what y'all beef is. Y'all ain't even got to talk. Just rap.
Yep.
Just do your rapping and y'all can go separate ways. Soul Man did it in the movie, Bernie Mac and Samuel L. Jackson. They ain't fuck with each other for a minute, but they brought it back together for the great. You the dog, motherfucker. Eat the steak the size of your motherfucking back. That's my favorite movie. I know that whole movie word for word. Damn good. But y'all figure it out, man, so I can spend a little $400-500.
Yep.
I'll treat them like some Renaissance tour tickets. I don't know if we ain't fit all be putting on no crazy ass outfits to match Andre 3K. I'm not putting on no big ass pants.
I'm gonna go get me a wig.
I'm not.
I'm gonna go get me a wig, and I'm gonna be out there. Cut my life into pieces.
I'm gonna give me an ATL in jersey
Looking
and
like
call it a
his
night. I got
Wearing
a
the pants anyway.
Hey,
Pants little up top.
boy.
Over your shoes.
I
Wearing it
don't
anyway.
like that. I've seen they call stack jeans, bro. I seen them in the mall one day. I'm like, these long as hell. For a certain age
Right, y'all used to
demographic.
big ass balls.
Yeah, but and you know what? Now that I look back on it,
Yeah, them bitches.
bad decisions were made. And I'm one of the people. I used to look back on my old pictures and I hit on my friends like, were we really friends back then? Because you was letting me wear 4X tall tees. Like, why was
And
we
what
doing
was
that? That was cool, but when you know better, you do better. I would not. Now, Jabos out, they come back with some regular size pants that ain't as beefy, I'll fuck with them. I don't care what nobody talking about.
I got some.
Oh, well, you have to give me the website. Because I fucks with the Jabos. They was just, you just could put both of your legs in one side on the original pair. Yeah, I used to be putting on hella t-shirts, the whole basketball shorts under the jeans phase was a wild era. You was ready to hoop at any given moment. You wore nothing but hooping shoes, jeans, and basketball shorts. Because if somebody wanted to play a game of 21-32, it's like, nigga, what? What you talking about? And you was comfortable. You was comfortable. Like, yeah, it was a wild time in high school. It was a wild time. I look at all my pictures. I be wanting to delete them. Because I'm like, bro, y'all straight didn't love me. And then I see their outfits. I'm like, we didn't love each other. Because we was all wearing crazy ass, big ass outfits for no reason. All them big ass outfits. Look at Dipset old outfits. Hats don't fit. Why you got that size 8 hat on? But you wear a size like 7 1/4 hat. Hat all over the ears.
Boosie and Webby know how they used to dress.
Them,
That's country for you.
that was country as fuck. And then somehow it made his way up here. I'm like, bro, I look back. We was out here with belts with the names going across. I had one in red. You know how long it took you to spell out what you was trying to spell? And if you fuck up one letter, you straight got to start all the way back over.
Hey, in 2015, I went down to Mississippi, right? They was still rocking, like, they had just got to, like, finger waves and shit. Every girl had them. I was like, hey, it's 2015. Why the fuck y'all got this hairstyle?
Wow.
I'm like, that was like 1997.
Y'all get y'all
I don't
Eddie
think finger
James
waves will
looking
ever go
at.
out of style.
Who?
I don't think finger waves will ever go out of
Dope
style.
style.
It's not bad. I just don't want to see an abundance. We're not in the rolling 20. Now, it works for certain people.
What's the difference when you see all them ponytails?
I'll be upset. But everybody can't rock a finger wave. Everybody head shape ain't meant for that. You got to pick and choose your battles.
Everybody
You
can't
got to
put
know.
their
Some
hair in
people
a
be trying
ponytail.
shit like, nah, you know.
Shit, everybody can't put that.
Everybody you can't.
They be trying them
That
ways.
little ponytail.
That
on
little
top of their
ponytail,
head.
I'll be like, But if they had good friends who would stop telling her, oh, you put that shit on. No, she need to take that shit off. I'll be tired of seeing people ponytails with the texture of your hair and your ponytail not being cohesive. You can't have, and I ain't gonna say it's because whatever, I don't know what letter C, D, 4, 3, what color it is. Ain't nothing wrong with having good natural hair, but make sure we make it silky straight to match. You can't put the silky straight or the wavy ponytail in, but you decided not to deal with the rest of it. Cause we be talking to the women at school, not just saying it to them, but I'm like, men don't pay attention to shit. We really don't. But if I could tell your hair is fucked up, it's fucked up. And it's really fucked up if I acknowledge it. Because we don't give a damn about shit most of the time. I'm here for one thing and one thing only. But I'm like, hey, you leave out. It's wild. You leave out wild. Why do I know that? Because I've been around enough women to know that this right here is not cohesive with the rest of the hair. It's like, I don't know, is it heat damage? What we got going on? Blend it.
He say blended.
It's just like we got a little boy at the school. I know his mama be cutting his hair because they just be cutting it. There's no rhyme or reason behind it. You can see when somebody was starting to try to get the ball fade going and just said, fuck it. I don't know if I can do the ball fade part. And he just be rocking it.
Where the fresh is at?
It's just like, brother, you know how they divide it? I'm like, okay, it's dark up top, it's getting light at the bottom. Let's finish the rest. It's like they get to that point, then they just be like, all right, you done. And he come to school just, I'm like, we got 3 little kids. I don't know who let them get some clippers. They all shave their hair off. And they walked in. I was like, well, if it ain't Little Bill and them. Because y'all little as hell with big ass feet. And I asked the smaller brother, it's one in kindergarten. It's one in pre-K. No, kindergarten, 1st grade, and 2nd grade. All of them just literally took clippers out. And I was like, who did it? They was like, we did. I was like, I can tell. Because if somebody gonna shave your hair bald, at least make it even. You see the little patches of where they couldn't get the shit off. And I'm just like, what was the decision behind this? Let's sit down and talk. Why y'all do this? Because we wanted to. But why? I'm like, you're too young to be bald. We like it. I'm like, y'all in here looking like Kobe Bryant in 96. And they don't even understand the jokes that we be just throwing at. We sitting there flaming them. They just don't get it. Because they're like, we don't know shit about what you talking about. And I'm like, go home. I'm like, when you get your tablet in class, Google Little Bill. And come talk to me next time you see me in passing period. And then they be mad as hell. I find a nickname for all of them because they just be doing shit. I'm like, bro, who told you at 5 to go get the clip? Because he the one did it first. The youngest one did it first. And it was like, everybody was like, it's cool. We going to do it too. The oldest one ain't do it. I'm like, why you ain't doing that? I don't know. I was like, listen, you still got time to think this through. Don't follow the other ones and shave your shit bald too. Because your head is smaller than theirs. And I already got the jokes prepared because I saw them. And I thought you was going to follow behind them with the same bald head. Let's do better. Let's think better. Lord. But before we get into our dope interview right quick, man, we got a quick commercial break. Really ain't no commercial. I ain't got no commercials. Y'all got to pay for them. But I got a musical break for the moment. We got another artist. I think his name was Deuce Hathaway. I did know the name of the song, but then when I put it up here, it put up some other stuff because they did not change the name of the song in the system before their producer downloaded it. So the song is going to say Fruity Loops right now. So, producer, I know that's the producer's fault. Let's when you're downloading your artist music, maybe you want to change the file name to kind of either their name or maybe the name of the song they chose. That's kind of cool too. But we're going to play that Deuce Hathaway. It's episode 12. The X'perience Barber and Beauty Team in the building. Such an experience. And here we go. My city, my music, all lowercase. Wait,
dim sugar. Mine now, blow tuka. Dirty wine, baby, wine now. Me want she the lady mine now. Dirty wine, baby, wine now. Come quick for them find out. Whole time she was waiting on me to make my move while you hating on me and the way I move. Now that she's mine, we can find a safe haven. Liam Neeson, he knows she's been taken. Oh wow, wow. Won't forget how I met you. Him crazy, him should have kept you. No team when he sex you, but say him no respect you. Apply pressure, lady mine now. Her can't give me all she might now. If I could dance, she might wine now. Wanna go Caribbean, her might wine now. Now. But if I make one hold it, Paddy River control it. Them girls, them sugar. Mine now, blow tuka. Dirty wine, baby, wine now. Me want she the lady mine now. Dirty wine, baby, wine now. Come quick for them find out. Foreign girl love it stateside. Come with me, be on the safe side. Might even take you to the west side. Find is what I find on the website. Society say me a criminal. This side say him clinical. Never knew I do dance out. Slow motion like juvenile. Change your spirit with the closest. But still say that she come closer. Tell me one thing, better show it. The door open, don't close it. Apply pressure, lady mine now. Her can't give me all she mine now. In her body, she might wine now. Real island girl, her might wine now. Now. But if I make one hold it, Paddy River control it. Them girls, them sugar. Mine now, blow tuka. Dirty wine, baby, wine now. Me want she the lady mine now. Dirty wine, baby, wine now. Come quick for them find out.
Hey, turn it on up. We back on another episode of Ethnic Issue More. It's really not another, it's the same one. But it is episode 12 of season 2, Such an Experience. And y'all about to find out about the experience. As we got our wonderful guest in the building, man, it's time for our interview portion of the show.
Indeed.
So, for all of us, y'all kind of did give a... You got to tell your name, but we want to hear a little more about you. So that's going to require everybody to... You ain't got to go deep into detail. But, man, for those who didn't get to catch the first episode, like I said, we got a few people that's been here before, a few newer faces on the team. So just let our listeners and viewers know a little about yourself, what it is you do at the shop, and just, about you.
So, let's see. I've been cutting. I went to barber school in 2020. Was very unhappy before that. I was doing construction work, trying to figure out my life. I really wasn't sure what I wanted to do. Didn't have a lot of guidance, so I took a risk before it was too late. And barber school ended up being it. And it's been the best decision I've ever made. I've been with the experience for a year now, and a lot has happened in that year, but it's all been very positive. It's a great team. I've learned a lot, and yeah, man, I couldn't be more thankful. I really couldn't. It's a good spot. Okay. I don't want to be anywhere else.
That's what's up. That's how it's supposed to be.
I'm Shawnee. I am a barber stylist. So I've been with the team since we opened in 2020. Best team I've ever worked for. I've been in the industry for a while. So I'm looking forward to what else is to come.
Keep living.
Come on.
I'm Heavy Cuts.
Bigger than
I'm Heavy Cuts. I've been here what we was here 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Homecoming week, same week.
That's crazy how they feel all the same.
Bro, it happens a lot of times. I done had people. This the second or third time I done brought somebody back, and it was literally like to the same week that they was.
Because he was talking about HBCU.
Yeah.
So I've been there since day one. I'm not a regular team member no more. I moved up to management.
Okay. Okay. We got it.
Elevation. As a manager, being over a group of people, it was hard in the beginning. It's still hard. But my dog, he pushed me through. My team, they push me. They be on me. Because I be on them. And we hold each other accountable to a standard to pass our limits. For real. So we have pretty high standards for everybody around, and we push them past their limits. And I'm just ready for the next level. I'm just ready for what's next.
Okay.
I'm Eli the Barber. I think I said it last time when we was on about 2 years ago. I am the youngest one on the team, but ever since I joined, I remember Heavy and D when I was at the school, finna join the school, and D asked if I was hungry. I said no. I'm thinking he talking about food, but he talking about the cocaine. He talking about haircut, so I was like, okay, I am. So ever since then, he always came into school, watched me. Heavy came into school, watched me, and then from there, after that, this is my first shop that I joined. So I had to mature fast. I don't really be hanging out with too many people because it's just, people just be weird on different timing. And hanging out with these people, these good group of people, helped me get to where I am today. So I'm very thankful for all you guys.
That's a blessing for real though. That's a for real blessing because a lot of people at your age, how old are you now? A lot of people at 21, bro, I know just, when I was at 21, I was having my first kid, bro. I was still in college trying to figure out life and shit. I was taking a kid to class, like having to try to still get my degree, and was getting a degree that I didn't know what the fuck I was going to do. Like, and so to see you still in the path that you was when you first started, and being around because you get a lot of people that's young get around older people that don't got good intentions for them. Mm-hmm. So they leading them down the wrong path, like, oh well shit, my life fucked up. Come join in my shit. Instead of pushing them to be better and do better. That's what he's supposed to do. It's like, I want to see it like, bro, who got the best? Shit. He's better. Like, I want you to be way better than me. And that's how it's supposed to be, man. So I love to hear that, man. I love to hear this.
My name is Arsenio. They call me Senio in the shop.
Is he stepping up?
I'm the shortest one in the shop. They got his cracking little short jokes. It's all love, though. You know, I done been in a few shops working around St. Louis. I started in St. Charles, and I worked in the shop in St. Louis. I ain't gonna say which one it was because that mug was bogus. But like just working around a few shops and having my own for that brief time, like the standard and the quality of as a person and as a barber is completely different here. So you want to elevate yourself at all times and make sure you really be on your stuff, because if not, then you will get left behind in this shop and just the industry period. So I always strive to be the best barber I can be when I'm in there. But I don't know, I really be looking forward to like really being around these guys and building and growing with these guys, because you know, at first I was a little iffy because you know we had the managers and you know they was younger than me. I'm like, I ain't gonna listen to these young niggas. But yeah, I had to take the back seat and like really just understand like what D was really trying to push, and just really just look at what he got going for himself and his team. So it took a lot for me just to really step back and just really look and see what they had going on, because I had my own shop. So you know you go from your own to working with somebody else. So it's hard to see somebody else's vision, but now I'm here. That's
the key thing, the fact that you bought into it. Because a lot of people coming from doing their thing and having to go the route that they once started at. A lot of people can't be like, oh shit, man. They can't adjust. They can't adapt. All because, and what it is pride. Your pride will stop you from adapting because you're like, well, I was here before. Pride is the silent killer of both man and woman.
Yep.
Your pride a straight block every blessing you got, all because I feel like we talk about it damn near every other episode. It's crazy how somebody pride won't allow them to be better. You won't allow you to do better because you can't get over your own ego or just get over yourself or get out your own way.
Pride makes everything personal.
Everything. It's like you gotta learn how to separate that shit. It's like, bro, it's cool. You're supposed to be prideful. Be prideful, but don't allow your pride to stop you from doing what the fuck you trying to do or what you trying to accomplish. I done seen people straight fuck over people just because they don't want to say I'm sorry. I don't want to. Oh nah, bro. Look, see, and I see that hit the nail on the head. It's just like your pride, and the same people. It take them years to realize that. And my biggest, like, when I be talking to kids about their pride and shit, I always bring it up in terms they understand they like basketball. I was like, take the pride of Kyrie Irving. Because of his pride of being young, he fucked up having potentially multiple championships with LeBron in Cleveland, all because he couldn't see the vision of, I'm like, bro, yeah, it was your team. Y'all was only winning like 15 games. Who wants to be the greatest player on a sorry-ass team? Like, it's just like, you're not doing anything with that. And so having to take the back seat, which it really wasn't a back seat for him, he was still getting buckets, but still a star. And he elevated you. You had all your best seasons with him. But it took him 6-7 years later to finally admit that, like, I fucked up. I was young. I thought I was supposed to be the man. I was the man. Then I went from Batman to Robin. And I wish I wouldn't have did it. Cause that's all. He's always gonna be a Robin. It ain't nothing wrong with that.
It's the same with KD too, though.
KD is a Robin. He's just an incredible Robin. Like he's the Robin that technically can be Batman, but he don't got the heart to be Batman, and that's okay. You ain't got to be the one to save everybody, but if you gonna be the nigga to jump in the fire, I'll ride with you. That's all he. But I respect him because he ain't let his pride not say like, hey, I don't want to be the one running the show. I just want to hoop, bro. And so you can fault him for it because as good as he is a player, you should be the one running the show. But you was man enough to say that ain't me. I don't want to do. I just want to ball. I want to do my thing. I want to go home. I respect it.
I'm Barber Reaper. Today was my first day at the shop.
Okay.
I passed my state board exam last week.
Congrats.
Oh, yeah. Congratulations.
But, yeah, looking forward to staying with this shop. I like the energy, the boss. Yeah, the boss. But, yeah, everyone's cool. Other than that, yeah, just learning from them, getting better at my fades, everything. And I play chess, really good at chess, and
That's
I
dope.
do crypto. Do that too.
I wish I had my board here with me.
He not good
Oh, you
at
play
pool though.
chess?
He cheated today.
I love chess.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I cheated in pool today.
My kid be teaching me. Bro, chess is, I still don't get it. But I asked my son to explain it to me when he was like 7. They used to be teaching him at school. He took one deep breath and explained the whole game to me. And I was like, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. But it sound good, bro. But I was like, hey, it's a thinking man's game. I was like, listen. And the fact that he could play it as a kid, I'm like, bro, keep doing it. They got a chess club in Central West End.
Yeah.
I want to start taking him on Sundays. They do Kids Day. So that's something. Then he found out Waterbury kids play chess. I didn't think he knew how to play. He's like, no, I know how to play. So they in there playing together. So I'm like, cool. I know y'all got the logic that you need in life to be playing it because I can't play it as an adult. So
When I was in high school, man, I was extremely unfocused. Like, I didn't want to be at the school I was at. Extremely unfocused. And one day, I saw my teacher playing chess by himself. He was playing both white and black, but he was using different strategies against each other. And I just watched him. I was supposed to be doing work, but I'm sitting there watching him. And I picked up the game real quick. And he was like, well, I'm the chess coach. He was like, play on the team. I played on the team, but we won state our senior year.
That's dope.
You know, so that's the one thing where people be like, You don't play chess? Yeah. So I'm the chess.
I'm the state title. I mean, that ain't shit.
So I'm the chess moderator at the school. So the kids come in. I heard you good at chess. You can play me.
That's what's up, though.
If they beat me, I'll be like, ah.
But it's, bro, I never saw nobody play chess growing up. We had the area that it was prominent in the area. We don't have that. So when I started meeting all these little kids that'd be in my school, some of them know how to play chess. And it's just seeing my son was enjoying it. Like he was doing it. They do it after school care. That's how he learned. And then I was going to hear, hey, I won it. I beat such and such. He like, I lost to such and such, but I lost by this. I was like, bro, you enthused by it. So I rock with him. I don't know what you're talking about, but it's cool and it's dope. So I was like, keep that going. If they do it in school, I need you to join the team because it'll probably get you a scholarship somewhere if somebody college got it.
Tournaments.
Yeah, a lot of tournaments. A lot of kids. My daughters got into it by watching The Queen's Gambit on Netflix. It's a show on Netflix, and they was like, Dad, so you trying to tell me this piece moved like this? I'm like, oh, now you interested? When I was trying to get you to play, you got a goddamn Netflix show.
Whatever work. Hey, whatever get them there.
Miss Lady?
She told us don't ask her. She told me don't ask her no questions.
My name is Charnel. I'm a braider. I'm new to the team. I start tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, we got to clap it up again. Y'all come on.
We got hold of the team.
Come on. Y'all come on down. That's how it's supposed to be. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. My brother?
I'm Dieter Barber. I'm an employee at the X'perience Barbershop Beauty. My goal, I'll say this, my goal was to, when we started the business, was to push people to limits that they felt they could never reach. One thing I've learned in this field and doing business is that your vision is your vision. Everybody's not going to see your vision, and you have to learn to accept that and move on. Don't hold people to a standard that they don't hold themselves to.
Look, that's a word within itself.
I'm saying, like,
that's a word within itself.
Can't expect greatness if they don't want to be great.
That's it.
Yeah.
When they show you,
believe them.
Believe them. Don't keep on. Because now you playing yourself as a
It's like trying to change somebody that don't want to be changed. Why not just go find somebody new?
So I will always push the business and hold the business to a standard that it will never fail. That's not an option. It's not an option. Either the experience is not for everyone. Either you with it
or you not.
Or you not. We move as one, not 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. That's just how we roll, and we have been extremely successful in the last 3 years.
You know I've been watching.
We have been extremely successful, and we have big things coming up, and there's gonna be more to come. And I advise, hey, you on the bus, stay on it, because we gonna win in the end. You know, we stay to ourselves, we in our own lane. We appreciate the ones that support us, and we appreciate the ones who don't, because that is motivation for us to continue to be great. We thank everybody, and that's real. It's no disrespect, and I say that in the most humblest way I can. But, you know, if you with what we with, we hire. Plenty of spaces open.
Y'all heard
We're going to keep growing, and we're going to keep pushing.
Y'all heard that, man.
So, you want to be great as a team, we're the place for you. If not, we not.
Look, and that is okay.
It's okay. It's
like the greatest part you said is like you got to accept people. You gotta one thing people say, you got to meet people where they at. No, you can't bring them to your level. You could try, but they gotta want to get there. So it's not really me bringing. You got the ambition to get to where I'm at. So now I can help pull you. I don't got to bring you. I can help assist you. When you got to bring somebody or force it, they going to always push back.
Because, my fault.
No, you good.
Because I'm at the point where it's like, great, you great. You got it, you got it. You don't, I can help you get it, but I ain't gonna force you to get it.
And you gotta want it. Can't nobody want more for you than you want for yourself.
That's it, yeah.
Like, and that's where a lot of shit get misconstrued, get messed up, because you'll see so much potential in somebody. You try to push the potential, but they don't see the potential in themselves. So it's like, I'm really beating at a dead wall at this point. I'm trying to help you grow. You really don't want to grow.
But that's the thing, though. People grow. Say, for instance, you on our team. Okay? You're going to grow. When you leave, you're gonna have a standard so high for yourself and the people that's around you that it's gonna be like, y'all ain't on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just that same energy with you guys. You guys bring somebody else in here, it's gonna be like, gotta match us. You gotta meet me here.
Oh, we been there.
Oh yeah, y'all saw that episode. Yeah, we tried that shit.
Sure
oh, we been there.
Is if you leave, you were better than what you came.
As it's supposed to be.
And guess what? And I'm happy with that. That's all I want to see. You've had people leave, open up shop. I'm so happy for you because that was something you thought you couldn't do.
I did my part.
Thank you.
That's all it is. I did. You not. People don't realize there's nothing wrong with growing and going.
It's not.
Just because you leave something, it doesn't always have to be on a negative thing. It's just like, hey, we not growing apart, but because of you pushing me the way you push me here, I now see better for myself. So that's a thank you within itself.
That's it.
I still rock with you. I still support you because in y'all industry, everybody gonna need a haircut.
Yes,
it's not even humanly possible for me to cut everybody's hair. Now, all of us combined can cut everybody's hair in the area. I need to get my clientele to do my thing, but you should have. I helped you build clientele. I've taught you how to build clientele because I know a lot of people not always coming with the full sense of what you do, and that's okay. People be scared to learn.
I'd rather for you come that way than to come already ready.
I agree.
I
can help mold you. But you got somebody that's already set in their ways. It's like trying to teach an old dog a new trick. It really don't always work.
But I'm grateful for all opportunities.
Okay, I like that.
All these good, bad, ugly. I'm grateful for all of it because it's teaching me something.
Facts.
If it's teaching me something, my team learning from it, so they can be better than me.
Facts. There's no L's.
That's it. There's none.
No L's. All L's is really a lesson. It's not a loss. Because if it was supposed to be yours, you would have had it.
That's it.
It would have happened. Everything worked. It may not have happened then, but you learn from that mistake or whatever happened. Next time around, it should happen. It's pretty much you get back what you put out there. You get back what you put out there. So I mean, bro, like we've been saying, it's been 2 years since y'all been on the show. You've been growing and growing. So I mean, what's been happening since the last time you was on?
Man, we opened up a lounge in Edwardsville.
I seen that.
The barbershop, man.
It's right next to it.
Right next door.
That's love.
Right next door. It's connected. Like we got a door. You can walk clean through the doors and be in the lounge. Close the doors off at nighttime. Lounge, live music.
That's fire.
Great drinks, good people, good vibes. And I got some of the coldest bartenders in the world.
Where at Edwardsville?
It's not too far from SIU either.
Okay.
6185 Field Drive.
I remember when I was talking to you about you was going out to the SIU, and I was like, that's smart. I'm like, you by the college. Ain't nothing. I ain't been to Edwardsville, but that ain't the place I'm thinking about going when I'm out this way. So it's like, let me bring the experience to y'all. College kids gonna always need cut. They want to kick it.
Yeah, we right across the street from the Chop House.
Oh, okay, yeah. I know exactly where you at. Yeah. I used to live over there, so
That's
I know exactly
fire.
where you at.
That's fire, bro. That's So I mean, what made you want to even go into the lounge aspect?
Well, for me, I always want something different. I want to do it. I always have been when people's like, I'll take a chance. Most people won't. And most people stay at a standstill. But you bring a lounge to a barbershop, or just open a lounge next to a barbershop, it's hand in hand.
Look, my homeboy did it back home. That's how I know it worked.
It's hand in hand.
That's how I know it worked. When I seen you do it, I'm like,
it's hand in hand. You want to build a clientele, there's people next door. Hand in hand.
Man, where you get your hair cut? Next door. That's why you lying.
So it's hand in hand, you know.
Yeah, that's smart.
Whether people want to see it or not, you make it happen.
Yeah.
That's life. That's life. So to anybody that's thinking of going to business on their own or want to start something, do it. I'd rather do it and try.
Do that shit.
That's it. I'd rather do it and try it, and not do it and be like, man,
I should have did it. I
I
should have did it. And look, I learned my lesson with that with videos. It's stuff I done did later that I can't say I had the idea before the people that blew up doing it, but I know I thought of it. And I'm like, shit, if I'd have did that shit 6 months sooner when I thought about it, I was too worried about the logistics and everything. You don't always have to have everything in play when you start something. Now, is it better too? Yes. But depending on what you're trying to do, it's steps and stages. Yeah. So if you got to start at the ground level, everything got to start at the base, and you just build up from there. If your foundation solid, everything else going to stay afloat on top if you do right by it. So that's just for people who out there listening, man. If you got something ideal, I say this is a phrase of mine, do that shit. Like, do it. If it don't work and you realize you don't want to do it no more, you at least gave yourself the time and effort to say, I gave it a try. It's really not for me the way I thought it was. And that's okay.
And stay together. Like,
facts.
Me personally, it make more sense to work together than to have 50 million barbershops on one street. That says a lot because just throwing it out there. Look at Great Clips. Look at all them places. You don't see separation.
Nope.
Everybody look the same. Everybody doing the same thing. Everybody on the same time, holding themselves the same standard.
Yeah.
We can't come together and do that for nothing.
Boy, well, we have to do a whole show on that.
You would dominate. You can dominate.
Take over.
Together.
Take over.
But
But it's too many people. And I always say, I could attest to that within our community. It's too many people that see you going up, and instead of wanting to give you, and you ain't got to give all your jewels away for free. I understand time costs, things cost, but instead of just helping out or giving a list like, oh no, I don't want them to do better. We got the mentality of you can't do better than me. Yeah. For what's money out here for everybody? They print new money every day and burn old money every single day. Shred the shit, whatever. Can't burn is a crime for whatever reason, but they shred money just to sell it. And people straight buy shredded up money that they can't do shit with. That ain't the biggest hustle. Just like taxes. The biggest fucking hustle in the world. And it's just like, but they come together for that shit. All you gotta do is put it together. Everybody not gonna get on the same page. But when you do get people that's aligned and cohesive, you see how smooth shit run.
Quality.
I ain't heard nobody clearly here today that's saying this is not the experience that I was looking for when going somewhere. It's like, who want to work somewhere where you dreading getting up to go to it? Like, a job is supposed to be fun. A job is supposed to be fun. Like, of course.
And if it's that way, you made it that way.
It is, because facts, because if everybody else don't feel that way, it's you. It's just like one person getting in 15 relationships, and it's always the other people's problem. I was like, the common denominator is your ass. All 15 of them was with you. They all no longer with you. I bet if I asked all 15 of them the same question, they would have a similar answer stating you was the issue.
First thing come up to mind, I need everybody in this room.
Oh yeah, and it's
I
like
need everybody up in there.
Why
Because
would you
guess
hire?
what? Without them, there ain't no experience. I can't do everything by myself because if my dream big enough that I can do it by myself, then it ain't big enough.
It ain't. Ain't nothing like having a good team. Look, that's my dream for this. I want to be able to just show up, sit my ass in this seat, all the cameras get to rolling, because I could do all that shit. It's just hard to do all that shit at one time. This was the easiest way to make it happen without me stressing myself out. But if I wanted to, I can go get some more cameras, set them all up, edit, I'll shoot videos, all that shit. I could do it, but who wants to have to do that? I want to be able to just, all right, this amount of money we got for this episode, you do your part, you do your part, you do your part. I divvy that up. Y'all tell me when it's done.
It's like the NFL. Everybody on a different team, but everybody on the same what? League, baby.
Same league. Same league.
That's how I go.
And it
your
all
team
working.
better than mine. Your team may be better than mine. Your team, but together we make NFL.
All of us, and they need all of us here
Yes, sir.
to be. They may not need y'all individually, but hell, you can make it to the league. Hell, you ain't even got to make it on the field made for you. You can go to the practice squad and make good damn near $450,000.
Yeah.
Shit, $450,000 to the average person is it? You give me $450,000 yearly salary, not nan complaint what I have left. And if I do, it's because I got all this money and didn't learn how to manage it. So now, because people get more money and think they're supposed to just start buying way more shit or having accruing way more expenses just because your money went up. I'm like, no, because now you're in the same boat as the money you had before with the less expenses. You just upped it a little more. It's a cool trick. Don't put yourself in the bag. Like that. That's it. So, I mean, and this is a question I'm going to pose for both of y'all. With you getting in management, you the business owner with two, like now, what has been some challenges that y'all have faced within the past year that you felt like has helped make you grow as a person?
Finding quality people.
It's hard too.
It is. I've learned to run with a few than a basket full. You get what I'm saying? It make more sense to run with a smaller group of people. You get more accomplished with a smaller group of people. It's real. That's Bill Gates.
He ain't even go to college.
That's what I'm saying. Look at this. Look at the guy that owns Amazon.
Dead. And this motherfucker
The
rich.
guy that owns Amazon. He started in his garage. Asked all his friends for $10,000. Everybody said no.
And think about what your 10 grand would be today.
Everybody was no. No.
10 trillion.
Your 10 grand today
feel
would
what
be
I'm saying?
worth hundreds of millions of dollars, if not billions. Because hell, he was able to give away a shit ton of money to his ex-wife, and it ain't put a dent in that man's life. And I'm pretty sure he's recouped all of that money back. There's some.
Man, seconds. That man makes so much money in seconds.
Look, if Jordan making $770,000 a day, I can only fathom what Amazon makes. Like by the minute to all of that. I don't work at Amazon just doing the packages. They got that whole system down to a science, to where once I press start on this app to start this delivery, it is time that I should be done in this amount of time. It should take you this amount of time to get to this building, to this building, to this house, to this house. And if you do it right, you will be here by this time. Shit is a science. When you get a good cohesive system and you find people that can abide by the system, add to the system, make it work the way your vision sees fit, shit gonna run smoothly every single time.
It's set up to win on this side. I promise you it is.
You just gotta want to.
You just gotta want to.
You just gotta want to. Everybody don't want to. But everybody coming there with the intentions like they want to, and they wait months to let you know that's not what they really was there for. I'm like, bro, you not hurting me. It's just like telling these kids, I'm like, hey, y'all ain't gotta be quiet. I got my college degree already. I'll say that. You see them posts, that is a true thing to say in school. I'm like, y'all be in here talking. I know a lot of y'all struggling with reading, but you don't want to listen. I can read. So you be quiet, you mess up your education if you want to. But it's the same way of those people. It's back to pride. It's like you allow some shit to get fucked up because you don't want to abide by the system. Some system put in place. Look at the fucking Golden State. They created a system that no matter who you put in there, as long as them three there, it's gonna fucking work. It may have some tweaks here and there. They can all get injured, come back the next year and straight win. Because it's designed to win. It's designed to work just like that. So I mean, we already kind of got into that one for real. So I mean, bro, going forward, like what more do you see for the brand, the company, for what you got going, for the other team members? Like, what is the growth within the next 5 years? Like, what do you want to see?
Well, in the next 5 years, what do I want to see? You want the truth? I want to see all of them gone and they own.
I heard that shit.
That's what I want to see in the next 5 years. I want to see all of them gone and they own. And if they don't want they own, I'll be more than welcome to franchise with them because they've been here. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would love to see. That's my goal.
That's right.
Real talk. That's my goal.
But it makes sense. Nobody hires people. Well, corporations do, but not smaller businesses. I don't want to hire you just to you be an employee for the rest of your life. Especially, and this is a service-based business. Everybody gonna need a haircut. If you develop your skills in the business acumen that you've provided, at least the structure that you could tweak from there to make it your own. And it's like, what's stopping you from having this? Like, what's stopping you from creating your own set of franchises of this?
And it's funny because I say that to all of them, but them too, all the time, man. Y'all don't have your own one day. First thing you say, nah, big dog, I'm good. I'm good, D. I'm good. I ain't trying to do it. I'm good. I tell Arsenio, man, do it again. Stay here, learn as long as you need to. Do it again. VD. Roll with it, baby. You know what I'm saying? Why not?
Just let me know when you open it so I can come by.
Run
like,
with it.
It's a beautiful feeling to see
Run
somebody, like I said, grow and go. There's nothing wrong with that because that's how it's supposed to be. I don't want you. That's what the dude who owned this. He be like, man, I want to see one of y'all shows. Like, go somewhere. Like, to the point where I can, because it's good to be like, I know where they started. I don't need the gratification. I don't need nothing given to me. It's the gratification of knowing I helped contribute to your growth. We got a lifelong bond because you started here.
Yeah.
And look what you're doing now.
But all of them will be better than you. Facts. I promise you that.
I can believe that, bro.
They will. I'm telling you they will.
I can believe it, bro.
Won't nobody be able to touch it.
I can believe it.
Because it's deeper than just barber. It's business that's being taught on the back end. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you. It's more than just, oh, you come here and cuss me. Nah, it's deeper than that. More than that has been shown. Trust me.
And being in plenty barbershops across the world, everybody don't. Hey, you can see people that have been out and fuck with each other for real. It's just like, I'm here. This is a check for me. I'm here to get these cuts out the way. If I ain't have to be here, I wouldn't be here. I'll go somewhere else and do it because they be on a 1 foot out the door, 1 foot in. It's hard to buy into a plan and or a system when you already coming in with that type of mindset or you allow that type of, but that become a cancer. You got to get them people up out of there because then it starts trickling down to other people.
It's a domino effect.
Yeah, and then soon before you know it, everybody is tainted by said person feeling the way they feel.
I could bet on it that any one of them can walk in the room and shake it. And you wouldn't even know, just like, who is this? Where are they from? Guaranteed.
That's how it's supposed to be.
That's how it's
supposed to be. And that's the standard you, like, since I met you. Even when you was, I think you was at a whole nother shop when I met you, and I just randomly, somebody was like, hey, go here. Cool. And I was like, bro, I'm sitting there, I'm like, bro, he definitely gonna have his own shit. So I remember the first one.
Yeah.
I remember that. I'm being out Fairview Heights, like, and now at this point, I'm driving across the Lou, and I was like, all right, bro, we're getting far. I'm starting to move further and further because of my girl, and I was just like, but as soon as I got the chance, I was like, bro, you gotta run it back.
Yeah. Like,
because it's the growth. It's like seeing there's 2 years, what can happen in a small amount of time.
Man, look, a lot. A lot.
And you never know, bro. People's life, your whole life can change
in 30 days.
In 30 days, bro. I'm like, ain't no age limit to that shit.
Nope.
You see, we talk about it. We just did the last episode. It's famous people that didn't get famous for real or get their big break. Like late 40s, 50s. You've been acting since you was 20. Having to hold an extra job to keep it going, or maybe this would suffice you enough. But you got that real role when you was 40, and there was no looking back from there. Now you everywhere. It ain't no time frame. It's just having the mindset to stick it out, like see it through. Had a mindset that you gonna do what needs to be done. So I mean, bro, what's next for you, the barbershop, the team? Like, what we got coming up?
I'm trying to retire.
Okay.
I just want to pass the torch. I've been doing this a long time. I got plans on opening a few more things, doing a few more things, but I'm ready to pass the torch. I've done the lead work, I've set it up, and there's no doubt in my mind that it won't keep rolling the way it's supposed to roll.
Okay.
That's real.
That's fine. I mean, y'all, like, what's next? Like, what y'all looking forward to seeing within the upcoming rest? We in the fourth quarter of the year, man. So it's like, what are y'all looking forward to? Like, just within your, whether it's this personal growth, whatever.
Personal growth, this for sure. Well, this is the personal growth.
Okay.
Hey, this grind is personal. It's personal. I don't mean just me, but inspirational for all of us. We all under the same brand. We all trying to strive for the same goal.
Word that. So, I mean, bro, where can our listeners and viewers find information about y'all? I mean, we got the links for them, but for the listeners who just not gonna tap into the links to afterwards, where can they book services? How they can tap into the lounge, the hours, all of that?
So you can find everything on the X'perience BB.com. Everything that's happening with the lounges on there, everything that's happening with the barbershops. You can find everybody on there to book. Great site. You can go on there and get updates, put your email in, and it'll send you updates on everything that we're doing.
Yeah.
We're looking to, we are actually getting our website worked on to separate the lounge from it. So it can be more...
Mail falling. That mail over there, probably the air blew it off.
So people would know about what's going on, but we got some great stuff coming.
Okay, yeah, I was looking through the web. There was a little tab on the website I saw that I'm waiting. That's what I'm waiting to hear about. 'Cause that's gonna be major.
Give me 30 days. I'll explain more about it. Give me 30 days.
Okay. I was gonna wait till you brought it up. I was gonna wait. I don't push nothing.
I don't
push nothing.
Give me 30 days.
But y'all heard that, man. We gotta clap it up for the team in the building, man.
But I don't mean to hold you, but I'm interested to hear what they got to say as far as like their personal growth.
Yeah, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
You know, because you had this conversation years ago, and it could be totally different. I like to hear that.
Let's go. Come on, y'all. You on the spot?
You too.
You can start over there.
Oh, we got to start over here.
Where do you see yourself?
I started last time.
Yeah. Next 5 years.
Next 5 years.
Where do you see yourself? What's your goals for yourself?
That's big. That's a great question.
I kind of like what Dean spoke about earlier, about just, I think most of us probably will be gone by that time and doing our own thing, and I think it's just we're gonna have that standard that we learned here, and it's gonna be higher than anywhere else you're gonna go. I feel like that's just the biggest thing for me, because now that it's like, I came into the industry fairly new, so he was able to do that kind of molding that he was talking about earlier. So it's like, now that I'm to this point, it's like, that's all I know, and that's all I want. Like, to me, nothing else doesn't even seem right. So it's like,
I suppose.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So
I like that.
That's really, how I feel about it, how I want it to be once, gone or whatever, franchise or whatever happens. So
okay.
Next 5 years.
That's a long time.
Long time.
Look, it seemed long, to be honest. With the way, I realize life go a lot faster when we pay bills monthly. Time used to be slow as a kid, but when the same bill reoccurs at the first or the middle of every month, you don't realize how fast these months go by. Next 5.
Wow. So next 5 years, where do I see myself? On flights. And I ain't talking about vacation. I'm talking about business. For whatever reason. I don't even know exactly. But I don't even know what to say, to be honest. I don't even know. That's a very deep question, because I've been in this game for a minute. And I see other things happening for me in the next 5 years. Not saying I won't still be in the game, but I might see myself on the back end of the game, if that makes sense. With helping others, younger generation, and pushing them with the basics of the industry, and let them do it. You know what I'm saying? Everything has a base, and just helping the other ones do. I really do see myself doing that, and probably dabbling in some other things. I like to cook too, so I don't know what 5 years looks like.
I got some folks that can plug you with on the cooking tip. I'll shoot content for a professional barbecue chef. So run his social media, all that. So we make it happen, man.
So yeah, we'll see.
Okay.
5 years is crazy. Next 5 years. couple businesses.
Sound like a plan.
A couple of them for sure. We got some in the works. We ain't gonna speak on it. We ain't gonna put it all out there. Well, for sure, franchise and that experience incorporation for sure. I'll have my own business started, getting it off the ground. Like trying to say, just giving knowledge to the youth. Giving knowledge to the youth because me coming into the game, I ain't know nothing about a clipper. Honestly, didn't know nothing about a clipper. Walked in barber school, they put the clippers in my hand on. Shaking like.
Look at you now, though.
Yeah.
If you'd have let the fear overtake at that time, you wouldn't be as great as you was today.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing.
And then,
Don't fear the unknown.
I had to make a decision at an early age. I was 21, 22 years old. I had to make a decision. I made it. I've been an entrepreneur. Well, I work in a corporate job. I'm not saying this is not a corporate job, because it is, but I like a regular job. 5 years.
That's what I like to hear.
5 years. And I quit my job in school. Pursued school 100%. Paid for school, how I paid for it. Going to every shop in the 20-mile radius from East St. Louis to O'Fallon. Just getting what I can learn from all the shop owners, all the barbers. Going to school, it was rough in the beginning.
But it paid off.
It paid off.
You got everything. If it was easy, you wouldn't enjoy it the way you do now.
Yep.
Ain't nothing. Beauty is in the struggle for real. Like something you truly had to work hard for, and had to go through them sleepless nights, them nights when you ain't know what the fuck was finna go on. I done been there, bro. Like when I did it with the videos for a little bit, and just quit. And I was just like, fuck it, I'll figure out, bro. Like that job was stressing me the fuck out. Then eventually I was like, all right, I ain't got no insurance. Let me find something. Then I found out. I mean, I always been told to work with kids. And now I be teaching them how to do videos. Like just after school shit. I'm like, that shit they like to do. I'm like, y'all already doing it. Yeah, bro. I'm like, y'all already doing it. You don't realize how much money you can make and stuff until somebody put it in front of you and tell you that bag is there. If anybody tell me like, bro, you get good at this, it's some people get paid $4,000-5,000 a day to hold a camera. They don't even gotta edit shit. You at that point you could tell your price. This is what I'll do. And you just put them goals. My goals, somebody gonna take me out the state. Next somebody gonna take me out the country. And not only is you gonna take me, you gonna pay for me to go there, and you're gonna pay for me to do my work.
Yes, sir.
And it's slowly but surely, I feel within the next year, I ain't speaking on it, but I got some things in the work where I potentially can go out the country for a period of time on somebody else's dime. I can go out the state. I got booked for my first wedding. That was something in my works. But if I'd have gave up back then when I just said, fuck it, I'm going to get a job, I was like, all right, well, now the job can fund what I need to do. I ain't as stressed no more because I'm trying to make up all this money because shit, in the business, if you in a service-based business, if ain't nobody booking you, you ain't doing shit. At this point, I hope you got some other hustles because you're just going to figure it out.
Tell people all the time, a small step just as important as a big
Big step. Don't get yourself... Ain't nothing wrong with big goals, but get them time. You give yourself a huge goal and only give yourself a year to do it. If it don't happen in the year, you defeat it. Ain't nothing wrong with having them small goals without the year. Like I just want to get to, if you starting up, I just want to get 10 solid clients. That's my goal for this year. Or this next few months, I need to get 10 solid people that want to fuck with me and me only. Then you can expect, next I need to go to 30. Next I need to do this. Small goals, because once you hit them, it ain't shit to start hitting the bigger ones on your way up there.
Next 5 years, I know I'll be out of state. Well, the reason why I say that is because I'm a military kid, so I moved around a lot. So it's kind of hard for me to stay in one place for a long time. But I remember back in my freshman year in high school, teacher told the class, what we going to do in 5 years? One of those things I put down, I put a barber. I didn't think I was going to become a barber, but I did put it on there because I knew my mom, she was a hairstylist, so I wanted to follow, how that, I like to make people feel better about themselves. Yeah. I feel like when you write down things, as far as in goals, you accomplishing more because you're looking at it every day and you wrote it down. And it's like, okay, I want to accomplish this. If you don't write nothing down,
It's
you're
not
gonna
true
get
till
to
it's
what
on
you want.
paper.
No, it's not.
It's not true till you write that goal and you look at it like, this is what I want. You wrote that in. You said, what, your freshman year?
Mm-hmm.
That was a manifestation. You didn't even realize you was putting in the atmosphere. But you knew you had it in you, and you realized that's what you potentially wanted to do. Worst come to worst, I know a lane already. Ain't too many people at 14, 15 know what they could potentially do for the rest of their life. I didn't even know what I wanted to wear in the morning. Let alone what the hell I'm finna do forever, potentially. And now you got the skill set. If you do leave, whether you was, this a potential, all right, well, we can franchise this somewhere else if I do want to do that. Or I got the skills to go open up from scratch, make my way, and make that shit happen anywhere. Because you've been taught right at a young age. That's fire, bro.
Next 5 years for me. You'd asked me 10 years ago would I be cutting hair, I would have told you hell. But the next 5 years, I plan on still doing the little goals that I set for myself. Accomplishing those, making sure I can set up a future for my son.
I heard that.
That was my main goal once I found out I was having a baby. You know, growing up where I grew up, or growing up around the people I grew up, yeah, I seen all negative stuff. So I want to show my nephews, my son, and all the people around me that you can get money positive. You ain't got to do nothing illegal. You ain't got to do nothing outlandish or crazy to get some money. And you ain't got to kill yourself or stress yourself about it. Like,
facts.
I always tell myself money comes to me and through me. I don't want to hoard money or nothing like that. It's not that. It's a tool to live a better life.
Money is meant to be spent. Okay, it is, man. And you got to invest in yourself. It's a lot of stuff, especially in the entrepreneurship. People just want to start shit and pray that shit just work out. And you have to, I guarantee you, most entrepreneurs will tell you they poured more into what they doing than they got back for, if not for quite some time, some of them for the duration of what they did. Yeah, I stayed afloat, but I had to get to hundreds of thousands eventually, depending on what you're doing. But that's the price to pay to be your own boss. Because you're doing that for somebody else's company. You're giving them hundreds of thousands of your time, depending on how much you've been in hours. I'm paying all of this and that, all that time that you pay into somebody else you could do for you, if that's your route. Because there's definitely nothing wrong with it. I go clock in at a school every morning. But I also get to edit my videos because I sit in the room not doing much. I get paid really good.
Working.
I get, look, bro, I'll tell them I get paid twice. I get benefits for free. I'm like, that was the milk the situation. I'm like, all right, free benefits. I can be done at 4 o'clock. Cool. And I ain't got to stop doing what I do.
Can go home and just be home.
Be home at 5 o'clock, and I got a whole. At one point, I didn't know what the fuck to do with myself. I used to get home at 8, 9 o'clock. I'm like, I'm finna go to sleep. Now I got the whole day. I got time for my kids. And because they in school, I'm like, why not go be at the same place y'all at for most of the time? Come on, do me.
5 years, have my own business, or be into real estate. Yeah. My mom currently is doing it. She just started it, and my grandma's in it.
Okay.
5 years, I definitely want to be done braiding, relocating, and I still want to stay in the hair industry, but I want to be done braiding.
I see. I can see. I like that. That suffice. You like them answers?
Yeah, man.
That's what I like to hear.
That's big goals.
That's what I like to hear. So we do this thing called. We do this thing called rapid fire, man. We're not gonna go through it all, but I do want to ask. It's a deep question that we usually ask everybody at the end of our rapid fire. We're rapid fire this past master's thing, but his asthma was acting up and stuff, so he's like, I gotta go. But the deepest question we ask with that is, and I'm gonna ask everybody, starting with you, if you had one wish, what would it be?
If I had one wish, what would it be? To help others.
I want to open up a youth center like the JJK.
Okay. That's what's up. Reaper. It's a deep question.
You can come back to me.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
I had one wish. Just be at peace, man.
Boy, peace is such a beautiful thing,
Be able to
man.
live at peace.
Peace is a beautiful thing.
I just want to have millions, man.
Frank, bro.
Real. I'm doing it too.
It ain't no only thing gonna stop you is you. Ain't nothing stays too. Like I said, money get made every day. Everybody get money.
I have one wish. I think mine would be to start sooner with the knowledge I have now.
Whew, that's deep. That's a deep answer. Because I say that every day. Especially when you get good at something later in your life. You're like, well, damn, if I would have did this out of college, I know where I'd be now if I would have took journalism instead of when I got a degree in. Because they would have taught me all the stuff that I utilize now that I self-taught myself.
But would you be you?
And that's another part to that question. It's always going to be a variable
Would you be you?
within that. Because I can't say I would be. I can't say that even if I did it then, this would still been the path that would have came along later in life, whether I had the tools and knowledge or not. So it ain't nothing but one of them. If ifs was a fifth, we'll all be drunk. Like, I really don't know. So I think the life turned out the way it needed. I needed all the bumps and bruises to realize now, because once again, there's never no age limit to greatness. You can start later or whatever.
One wish. I don't really know.
Okay.
If I had one wish, it would be, if I haven't taught my kids anything, that they know God.
Okay. I think mine might kind of touch on with the helping people too. So I'm a oldest sibling,
Okay.
and I really see a ton of potential in my younger siblings, and it's really hard for me to get them to see what I see, stuff like that. Yeah.
But you keep leading, you keep doing what you're doing.
Right.
They have no choice but to, and it's always up to a personal one. Because when people get to a certain age, you can only want the best for somebody for someone. As a kid,
Right.
I can lead the best in you,
Right.
and you can only take heed so much. But
Yeah.
once they see you leading the way, it's like, all right.
That's what I try to do. That's what I think.
That's all. Honestly, that's all you can do. So man, we gonna clap it up again, man. Me, bro. Honestly, I want to see my son at his greatest potential. My one wish is to see him, meaning I did everything I was supposed to do as his father, to see him get to that older age, and he's living at his greatest potential in life. All the bumps and bruises I had as a young dad, being 21 in college, not having all the money in the world, I want to see him be like, all right, Dad, the sacrifices you did, it worked out for me. This is what I'm doing. This is how I'm moving in life. You taught me well. You did right by me. And I'll be cool.
So I got a question for you. Now, this is a deep question for you.
Okay.
You don't feel like he's not at his greatest potential now? Because he got you?
Oh, I feel like at his age now, yeah, he is. And it's because I can continue to lead him by example. But I know after 18, once he decides to go to college, if that's the route he want to go, because as smart as he is, I'll tell him, you don't have to do that if you don't want to. College accumulates debt. So if this is something you know you want to do as a kid now, we need to continue to be in great. You need to continue to get straight A's so somebody can pay for that. Because me and your mama don't got it. Will we make it happen? Yeah, I definitely will. But I want you to, if that's your goal, let's know that. Now I ask him every year, what you think you want to be? Or what you think you want to do? You don't have to know. But let's go on the lane, because it was always somebody, as a kid, I want to be a teacher, and my great-granny was one. I want to be a cook. My great-granny did this. So I was like, all of them can do X, Y, and Z. So I just want him to, and I guess to piggyback off of one of his potential, I want him to remember everything I instilled in him as a kid once he gets to make his own personal life decisions. Because you can raise somebody perfectly fine, two-parent household, do X, Y, and Z, they get 18 and become a complete fucking fool. It ruined their whole. There's people sitting in jail now had a perfect upbringing, and just ruined their whole life because they didn't want to continue to either go with what was instilled in them or they didn't like what was instilled in them. They just had to rock with it because you ain't had no say so. I wanted to give him the freedom to like, and I always like I gave him. I ain't had to say so as a kid. If this was what was bothering me about what you was doing, I get to tell that. I give him that outlet. Do he always use it? No. And he may tell his mama more, but I let him know, like, bro, if you got something going on, only people can save you is me and her. I don't care what it is, good, bad, right, or wrong. Just tell me. I'll deal with the bullshit later. But I want you to remember when you get older, that still is applied. It ain't no you get 18, you out my house, I'm done, because I hate that people do that. Are you 18? You get the fuck on. Or you need to start instantly paying bills. And it's a big thing in our community. I remember my first time going when I went to Lincoln, I walked my bed to the curb, dropped it off. My name was like, I don't want you to have to come back. If you do need to, we got you. But I want you to see this as a reminder that you want to have your own. You want to do everything on your own. I do it all my bumps and bruises. I did my fair share of stupid shit. I had to go back, and I was like, you know what? This ain't for me. Because at this point, you done lived on your own. You done did X, Y, and Z. And sometimes that realization don't hit for everybody. I be talking to people older than me, and they be telling me about the shit they kids be on. Like, they don't just want to do nothing. They just want to sit around. They want to do this. I'm like, bro, all the stuff we was telling as a kid. My son like, I like playing video games. Cool. Figure out the inner workings of that shit. I'm like, it's people. I'm like, you ain't even got to be the person. I'm like, you like the technical part. Figure that part out. If not, get really fucking good at this. Because it's people that make millions of dollars sitting on their ass playing video games. It wasn't like that. Didn't nobody tell me playing video games when PlayStation was coming out, oh, you can make millions. You get whole scholarships in college now for esports. That's a whole thing now. All these schools, it's a lot of schools at SLPS straight got rooms with nothing but video games. I just met a black dude who go around to different schools and they give out scholarships for tournaments. And he's sponsored by Sony, all of them people. And he's like, bro, we just pull up at different schools, set up these tournaments with all these kids. They win 4-round scholarships to these different schools that offer these programs. Like anything you want to do in life, you can literally figure it out. If he's like, I like anime. Okay, create one. What's stopping you from doing that shit? I don't want you to be. I hate. It's like watching people. I hate them watching other people play video games. Why you ain't one of them doing it? You in there screaming like them. I think you entertaining through the wall. Why the hell you can't be entertained? I'll buy all the shit that you need to make this work. When I seen little kids making the highest paid YouTuber one time was a fucking like 5-year-old. Little Ryan boy. He made $26 million one year. I looked at my kid pissed.
7 years old.
Exactly right.
I'm like, bro, what the fuck is you doing? He said at this point his mama done probably bought the initial toys. At this point, it benefits a company to send him any toy because parents don't get their kids what they need with them, shut them up. It benefit everybody to do that shit, man. So that'll be my answer with that, bro.
That's what's up, man.
So, man, we got to clap it up again for the squad coming to kick with us, man. Make sure y'all tap in next week. I got a wonderful woman coming in. Her name is Crystal Lee. She is the owner of Monroe Shoutique, as well as she goes around teaching classes worldwide for women on how to walk in heels. And, like, straight.
I'm sorry. I know how to walk in heels. I know. It's been a minute, but I know how to walk.
So y'all, man, make sure y'all tap in next week, man. As always, it's your boy Nico the Great Past Master up out this thing, and we getting up out of here. Appreciate y'all tapping in, man. Make sure y'all have a link, all of that stuff, man. We in this thing every week, Tuesday, May 13th. You already know.
We gotta get our picture, man. We had a good time.
Get a picture.
New phone, like take better ones.
Front.